In the days of old, 5 elements were known: MCing, DJing, graffiti had grown, B-boy and knowledge, the pillars of the game, but a 6th emerged, adding to the flame. Comics and hip-hop, a fusion so tight, visual storytelling, lyrics that ignite, from the pages to the beats, a seamless blend, the 6th element, where 2 worlds transcend. Welcome to the 6th Element Show, where comics and hip-hop flow. Reno and Stu guiding the way, bringing you the culture every day. Welcome to the 6th Element Show, where comics and hip-hop flow. Reno and Stu.
What up, y'all? 6th Element in the building. It is Batman Day. What up? Holy Batman Day. Batman, what's good? Stu Dog. How you doing? All right. How's it going? We got
going good.
We celebrating today. It's a celebration, and it's Batman Day. We're gonna chop it up, bro. We got so many Batman-tastic extravaganza stuffs to go over today, man. It's gonna be fun. Batman Day happens every 3rd week of September. And we're gonna talk about why do we have Batman Day? What do we do on Batman Day? How do we celebrate it? And then we're gonna do just that. We're gonna celebrate it. We're gonna talk about things and have fun and celebrate most people's favorite superhero, and definitely the most popular superhero on the planet. All right, let's see. Corey Adger in the building. Salute. What's good? What's good?
Corey Adger, what's up?
Man, we got to talk about a few things. We got to talk about, like I said, Batman Day, why we celebrate it, how we celebrate it. But we're gonna do that. We're gonna talk about exclusive comics, games, Warner Brothers tours, DC Comics announcements, festivities, prop archives. We're going to talk about Batman #1. This is a crazy new comic that is sweeping the industry. #1 selling comic of the year. Batman 2's. The Batman 2. Some news about that. Maybe the end of the road for old Pattinson's Batman. Matt Reeves talking about he doesn't know if Batman 3 is even in the cards. So we got that. We're going to talk about. DC pulled the Red Hood comic in the Batman Day sampler, Gotham Day sampler. What does that mean for Batman Day? Then we got some fun shit, man. We're gonna talk about the Batman the Animated Series, top 5 favorite episodes. We're gonna talk about Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. We have a featurette to show you, which is like a behind the scenes thing of this really fucking dope ass movie that they're doing, and the many faces of Batman, the many moods. We're gonna talk about all the rogues and all that good stuff, and then we're gonna talk about DC Multiverse and the figures that are coming out right now. The ones that just dropped, your Riddlers and your Scarecrow, and then we got the Batman Returns line that just came out with some crazy things going on there. Max Shrek available only on GameStop. What the fuck's going on? We'll talk about it, man. We're gonna chop it up, man. Lots of Batman stuff. DC's Aztec Batman Clash of Empires is out now as well. Just so much, man. Just so much Batman goodness to go through. Heart of Batman is a documentary. That's easy, Corey. That would be Batman. Circa 1989.
Batman?
Batman. That's what it was called. It was just called Batman. Wasn't the Batman, wasn't the Dark Knight, it was just Batman. And then we had Batman Returns. But yes, there's a documentary called Heart of Batman, and it's about the creation. It's 2 hours long. It's about the creation of Batman the Animated Series, which I think most people would agree is like the best cartoon ever made. And for a lot of good reasons. It is, and it really is. It really is. And this is definitely widely accepted in the industry. It's not just like my opinion because I love Batman. And I do love Batman. I love Batman ever since '89, bro. I was 10 years old, just graduated elementary school, was going into middle school, New Horizons, kind of got me into comics, definitely made me a fan of Batman and just became a super mega fan. I think everybody did, man. Batman '89. If you were a kid in '89, even if you're an adult, I mean, even the adults were running around with Batman hats and T-shirts. My dad, everybody was Batman mania. And that movie was like the first summer blockbuster. And I remember that year, and I thinking like, man, they need to keep doing this, and how like we need to keep having these big blockbuster movies every summer like this. And it started a trend. And to think the first blockbuster was a fucking superhero movie. And MCU, you got to give it up to comics, man. Comics, I think, are the best medium in media because they encapsulate everything. You've got visual, you've got story, design, development, world building, options. So many options, video games, movies you can do, shows, forget about merchandise, toys. It's bananas, man. It's telling you. But yeah, what do you want to do first, man? Let's get into it. So this show, well, you got something, Stu?
Yeah, Batman '89 literally helped me define the difference between fans and nerds and casual fans. Because
How so?
when it came out, I would listen to people, and they would, people would be like, "Oh, it was alright." It was
Who said that?
Listen, bro.
Who shit on '89? Who shit on '89?
I'm trying to tell you something now,
What,
because
you mean like nowadays?
Listen, it was you that sparked the memory. All right, before I had seen it, my little cousin had seen it.
You mean before it came out, motherfuckers was like skeptical?
No, when it was out.
When it was out, everybody loved it. I never heard anybody not like that movie.
Let me tell you something. Well, let me tell you. This is when I learned the difference between fans, casual fans, and nerds.
Break down your experience.
My little cousin, he was like, he had saw it when it first came out. So this was like within the first 2 weeks the movie came out. I had never seen it. So I was asking him, because I'm a nerd. I'm a fan. I'm like, yo, what's up with Batman? Did you see it? He was like, yeah, we went and saw it. But he was talking about like the best thing ever. Like the best thing since pockets on pants. My uncle and his younger brother was like, I'm sorry. Like some of that stuff, Batman did. Now you can't really do that. You know what I mean? You can't. And so
it's Batman. It's a comic book.
Right. This is right. And this is what I'm listening to.
Batman wasn't realistic.
So he's telling me like the part where the Joker pulled out the super long gun and shot the Batwing. Yeah. And he was telling me the part where here it is. All right, so the part where he's in the car with Vicky Vale, right?
Yeah.
And he's going to the Batcave.
Right.
And they show him coming up. He's on the outskirts of Wayne Manor. They show him driving through the forest, and then he starts speeding up. And he does that because just in case anybody follows him, the Batmobile is too fast to keep up with. So he speeds up. So Vicky Vale looks at him. She's like, "Where are we going?" And he doesn't say anything. And then he goes into the Batcave. So my uncle was like, well, the way the car was hugging the road, no car could hug the road like that and go that fast. So that can't be true. And they're picking the movie apart for realness and truth. So I was like, well, Uncle,
oh my God,
who cares? This is what it is. Like, we're using our imaginations here. Like, this is what it is. It's Batman. Like let's just let it go and enjoy it for what it is. And so his whole philosophy was, well, if I'm gonna watch it, it's got to be as true as possible for me to believe it. And I'm like, well, it doesn't matter.
A comic book?
Whether This is what he took, bro. This is what I got from Batman '89. So I went and seen it, and I
Okay,
loved it.
but you're talking about one very, very, very unique situation and
No, no,
one
I've
very
heard, and
unique
I've heard,
person.
but that's my point. I've heard a couple people who aren't casual. The casual fan will say something like that. The hardcore
Well,
fan
my
is into
experience
the
with
lore.
Batman is that it made fans out of everybody who wasn't fans of Batman, who didn't like comic books, who didn't fuck with all that shit, and didn't really fuck with all that. It made them fans because it was just that crazy.
I think the
But
second one did that. I really do. I think the first one
oh,
introduced
cool.
them, but I think the second one's what won them over. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. And I think that the second one's the one that really, because I much more enjoyed the
Well,
second one more than I did the first one.
that's
And
cool and
then
all that, but you would, but see the thing about Batman Returns that people don't think about. Bro, your camera's off. Turn your camera.
yeah, yeah, I'm about to
Uh,
turn. I'm still setting up, but I'm turning.
or do your avatar thing. But yeah, Batman Returns could not have existed without Batman '89.
Batman, you
You couldn't just
100% right.
had Batman
You
Returns. You could never just,
100% right.
and so
Listen, you
you can't.
100%
So
right.
when people miss me with that shit, like saying Returns is better than all this, it
Oh no, no,
literally
no,
plays off of '89, and Batman Mania came
no.
out after
Don't get me.
'89. The
Listen,
first
don't
movie
get
is
me
what
wrong.
sparked
Listen,
Batmania.
don't get me wrong. I didn't say Batman Returns
Not
is better
you,
than. Wait, wait.
not you.
That's what I'm saying. Like somebody like me, I wouldn't say Batman Returns is better than Batman. I
Yeah.
said I enjoyed it more
Yeah,
than Batman.
but nah, people
Like
have said that they've enjoyed it more or they like it better or whatever, and it's just like that's cool, but you got to understand you can't have one without the other. So I don't
no,
know.
you
I
can't. No,
can't.
you can't. Because
You could never.
Batman '89 was a slower paced film than Batman Returns,
Yeah,
and so
Batman Returns was more comic-y. It started to go. It leaned more towards the fantastical. The first one, with all of its long Joker guns and all that stuff. It wasn't as like Batman Returns was more the circus and shit, and
oh
penguins
yeah,
and weird
because it was
creatures
all
and
about the
all kinds
penguin.
of
It was,
yeah,
but Batman
and it was
Returns.
just it
This
was
is something
more
people. This is something people don't want to acknowledge. Batman Returns literally put the put the emphasis on the films. Like if it wasn't for Batman, like if it wasn't for Batman, there would be no Batman Returns. If there was no Batman Returns, there wouldn't be the modern day films that we get from Batman now with the two villains and things like that. And the
yeah.
more emphasis on the villains, you know what I mean? And Batman's
Well,
there to
I think
stop 'em.
Schumacher took what they did with Returns and just went off the deep end,
He did.
but
He did. That's 100
that
percent
was
true.
just horrible. But yeah, I think those movies, man, they started a whole era, man. They started everything in Hollywood. Like people just don't even realize that Batman '89, the first one, started something that is still going today. Like we still are rocking off that Batman '89 fucking superhero blockbuster. The you know what I'm saying? All the formula is all in there, and yeah, and I think it's the best of them. That's just my opinion. But as for Batman Day, man, as for what we doing today, why do we celebrate Batman Day, and why is it every third Saturday of September and all that stuff? Batman Day is here again. Last year was the 21st.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
So is that
um
third Saturday. So is that third
it's
Saturday
always
of the
that
month.
third. Yeah, exactly,
Saturday.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's an
It's
annual
all
event. It's organized by DC Comics and Warner Brothers
yes.
Discovery. Third
100%.
Saturday.
Yes, it is.
And
And it's always
yeah,
there.
it started in 2014. Started in 2014 as a one-off
Huh.
celebration for Batman's 75th anniversary. Yeah. And that was like 75 years after he was invented in the 40s. And that's how they first did the first Batman Day. So it became a global tradition where comic shops, streaming platforms, fan communities, YouTubers, everybody, we unite, we spotlight one of the most
Batman.
iconic
Heroes,
popular superheroes
superheroes
in the entire world in
of
history.
modern times. Oh yeah, modern times. of modern times or in
Yeah.
history, like you said.
Yes.
Batman, listen, Batman, because they
Yeah.
have a
Since well,
Superman Day, but it's
we
not as big
started.
as Batman Day. Yeah, they have a Superman Day, but it's not as big as Batman Day.
Superman
It's
is
it.
not as popular as Batman. It's a
No,
fact.
he's not.
Batman is the most
No, he's not.
popular superhero in the world, more than
Yeah,
Spider-Man, more than Superman, more than Wolverine,
he
whatever.
is. Yeah, he is. And that's what that's the thing with this new IP that we have for Batman that's coming out with James Gunn. Um, James Gunn has to be careful how he reboots Batman or makes a new set of Batman movies because
I
that's
mean,
a high
Matt Reeves did it.
expectation. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a high expectation, and that's a lot. Warner Brothers knows a lot is writing. I don't give a damn whatever Warner Brothers brings out or whatever they do for the next 5 years. If they don't get Batman right, they're done. You have to get Batman right. And I
Oh
think,
yeah.
like you were saying earlier with the
Oh yeah.
Batman, I think the problem with the Batman is they didn't expect it to do as well as it did. And I think that they also had no idea that it was going to be as big as it got, and people loved it as much as they do. And
Why do you
right
say
now,
there's a problem with it though? What do you mean?
because when it came out, it came from left field, and they needed a Batman movie. And
Mm,
so you got to remember when you make a movie, it's on the director. The director gives you his vision, his but to the audience, to the chat. When a director does a movie, he's giving it his vision, his depth. He's putting his whatever he sees in his head. That's what comes out on screen. That's how he's getting down. And so
mm-hmm.
when you watch the Batman, that's how the director wanted you to see it because that's what
Yeah.
was in his mind. And the
Right.
producer, he tells the producer, "This is what I want," and the producer's like, I think I can see your vision." And the director, he might be flamboyant, or he might not, or he might be eccentric. He might say, "No, motherfucker, no, no, you don't." But this is what it is. Let's draw it on paper, and he'll get somebody to draw, and then it's, all right, I see that. So when they came out with the Batman, they didn't really think it was different. I'm gonna keep it a buck. The Batman is different. It's the most different Batman, even more than Batman Begins. It's just different, but it's good. The story, like Reno always says, and everybody here that's been in this chat and with this channel is a character or characters that we care about. That's the biggest difference with this Batman movie. It was more about the story than the visuals. The story came first and the visuals came second, and that made for a good Batman movie. Now Warner Brothers doesn't like how the Joker said, it's like a dog chasing a car. They caught it, they wouldn't know what to do with it. They don't. They don't know what to do with the Batman because it was successful. Just like the Joker was successful. And now they're like scratching their heads like, like, how can we make some more money off of this? This is of an experimental nature, and it got through. And now, what do we do with it? Let's see. Because somebody said in the beginning before they bought it out, you know what? Put it out. Let's see what it does. And they put it out. And I bet you, I guarantee you, if we look it up, Reno, it didn't cost them a lot of money to make it, but it made way more money than it did, and that's why I don't have a lot of hopes for it. I do have hopes for a second one, but not a third one, only because they don't know what to do with it. And James Gunn is going in a whole, he's going that way with the whole universe, and Batman is that way. So that's the problem that you have. But it was a damn
What do you
good
mean
movie.
though? They don't know what to do with it.
They don't know what to do with it. Like they don't know what to do with that franchise because okay, look at it like this. James Gunn comes out with a Batman movie. We got the Batman. That's going to divide fans. People are going to be like, well, I like this one. I don't want to see
Well, that's
that.
a different subject. I'm talking about the movie,
No,
the
no, I know what you're saying.
Batman.
The
The
movie The
Batman.
Batman was good. You can't take nothing away from it. It was the Batman came out of left field.
Yeah.
And me personally, I think they should just run with it until it dies and then do
Well, they're
another
doing
Batman.
a sequel. I mean, they
No,
got
yeah.
the sequel
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I hope they do 2, 3 more sequels. But I don't think that they're gonna go past two. I don't think they're gonna do more than two. I think this one is it. And
Well, yeah,
I'm
that's
sad.
true.
Yeah, and I'm sad because I wish it was more. I want more of it. I
Oh,
thought it was
okay.
good.
So you're saying you're basically saying like that they're not gonna be like making a big franchise out of it or
No,
doing or
no, not
going
at all.
further with it. Well,
Not at all.
well, no,
I
I
don't think
mean,
so. I could be
no,
wrong. I could be wrong, but that's my
no.
opinion.
You're
Yeah,
right.
that's my
You're
opinion.
right. But here's the thing, Stu. They never were. the Batman is a crime drama. That's
Right.
what people do not fucking realize when they're trying to. So many people talking about well, the Pattinson Batman, we got to put him in the DCU and all this. It's not
No,
that kind of Batman.
it's not
It's a
that kind of
crime
Batman.
drama. It's not a
It
superhero
right.
movie.
It
It's
it
not a comic
exploits.
book. Hold on, let me finish. It's not a
No, go
comic
ahead, go
book
ahead, go ahead.
movie. It's a detective crime noir drama. And so it's not meant for merch. It's not meant for toys. It's not meant for lunch boxes. It's not going to be a big franchise. There won't be cartoons of it. Like, you know
No,
what I mean? It's not that
no,
kind of Batman movie.
no.
The DCU Batman will be all those
Well,
things,
the order,
just
yes,
like the Superman stuff,
yes.
because that's DCU. That's the comic book type shit. But the Batman, you got to look at it as a not like a superhero comic book movie, but as a crime drama noir that happens to have Batman in it. That's why the Riddler doesn't wear a skin tight fluorescent green leotard with fucking question marks all over it and a fucking gold cane and shit, because it's ridiculous. Like, he's just a regular guy with a fucking plastic bag on his head, with a raincoat. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing supernatural about it. Even Batman's Batmobile, it's a muscle car. It's not
But
some weird thing that there's no way he could have fucking ever made that. It's not. And that's like what your uncle would have loved this, because this is the movie that is actually meant to be made out of real life shit. Whereas as Batman with Keaton, the Batmobile, all that, like, obviously, how did he make that? Like, all that shit is impossible, but that's comics, that's cartoons, that's superheroes. Whereas the Batman is just a guy who happens to, his hat, he's got like a fucking wears a mask that looks like a bat, and he wears a cape. That's like the weirdest thing that goes on in that movie. Everyone else is normal. Even the Penguin gets his name because he walks funny, and they made fun of him, calling him the Penguin. He doesn't look like a penguin. He has nothing to do with penguins. He's not Cobblepot. He's not a rich guy. He's just a gangster who they made fun of him and calling him Penguin. So like, that's a different, you're right. It's a very different type of franchise, a different type of movie, a different type of character. And I think people haven't, the casual audience, I mean, obviously we know, but the casual audience has not grasped that fact, because they don't, hang on, I just read some shit that Derpy, man, I'm gonna attack you in a minute. They read some shit. I just read some shit. Nah, but they so he said, hold on, let me address this. Derby said, if you like Michael Keaton, you're blinded by nostalgia and you never read a comic in your life. Sorry, not sorry. Well, as you can see, I've read many a comic in my life. I've been a Batman fan since day one, and I'm a super big fan of Keaton as Batman, just because, man, I think he played the character phenomenally. I think he looks like Batman the most. That's just me. It's not nostalgia. I've always thought that. I was too little to recognize him as a comedian, so I was never part of that. Oh, why are they having this Michael Keaton guy play Batman? That never crossed my mind. I just saw this guy with these really cool ass eyebrows that look like bats, and like that dude is just he was just like a drawing of what I would assume Batman would look like. That's why I fuck with Keaton, because I think he embodied the character of Batman the most. Is he the best Bruce Wayne? No, but he's the best Batman in my opinion. That's just me. And that's why it's not nostalgia. It's there's actual very particular reasons why I like him as the actor for Batman. It doesn't matter. We'll never get. He's old. He's never going to play Batman again, and that's fine. I mean, it's and you could say it's nostalgia, but that Batman will always be that Batman. It will never age. It won't evolve. You will have to look at it through the goggles of 1989, but still, you can I have legitimate appreciations for that. But I don't know how old you are, Derpy, but if you weren't, around as a kid in 89 to see that and like experience it all, then I'd probably think the same thing. And that's not to say that it's nostalgia keeping me there. It's just that, I don't know. I guess when you were in it and you saw it come without the dressing of a video talking about the guy or something like that, you just saw it come out naturally. I don't know. It was just something about it that that just changed the world, bro. It changed the game.
It was, you know what it was, Reno. Remember when he came out? People was like, and I remember this vividly too. We were like, "Huh, Michael Keaton is Batman?" Because after Batman, he had just came off of like Mr. Mom and a couple other things.
I vaguely remember, but like
And
again, I was 10, so I
and
wasn't hearing that really.
that's what it was. That's what people were
Oh, I
saying.
know it was that.
And
Yeah, I
so
just wasn't privy to
a
it because
lot,
I was
yeah,
10. I
no,
wasn't
I get it.
watching E and
And
shit or whatever.
a lot of people don't realize the movie was in peril. If it wasn't for um Beetlejuice, Batman would have never got made. So even even what's his name? That directed it said it. Oh damn, I'm drawing a blank. The director. What's the director? Help me out.
Who and did what?
The
What
director of
movie?
Batman '89.
Tim
Tim
Burton.
Burton. Even Tim Burton came out and said if it wasn't for Beetlejuice, I would have never got Batman. Maybe because he had to sell them
Yeah,
on the fact that Michael Keaton was the best choice for Batman. So
and Tim Burton said he would not do the movie without Keaton.
without Keaton, yes, he did.
After
And
Batman
because yep,
Returns, he was supposed to do the third one, and he
yes, he
refused
was.
because they didn't want Keaton. So he was like, "I'm if
Yep.
it's not Keaton or Keaton was out. Well, if
Well,
Keaton
Keaton was out.
decided Keaton didn't want to do
Well,
it, and so he was like, "Well, I'm good."
well,
They didn't want to
what
pay
happened?
Keaton some shit.
No, no,
I
no.
forget the
Keaton.
story.
I know that story. I know that
Yeah,
story.
yeah,
Because
bust
I
it.
was, you know what?
I
I
just
was. I'm gonna
forgot
tell
the
you what. I know that
details, but
story because I was
I
pissed
know it.
about it. I was a
Yeah.
kid and I was PO'd about it. And that was another moment for me where I realized I was a nerd. I was a fan and a nerd more than a casual fan. So Keaton goes in before they start filming Batman Return. I mean Batman 3, which is Batman Forever. And he says, "Look, this thing got big. It's bigger
Val
than me."
Kilmer.
He says, "Look,
Yeah.
I want more money and I want more screen time. You know, as Bruce Wayne, I want a little more screen time as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
He didn't ask
that's
too
what it
much,
was.
and I
He
wanted
wanted
more money.
more money.
He
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
more money and screen time. They told him no.
And he
They said
deserved it.
they said he literally when they told him no, he didn't even try to negotiate. He literally jumped up, did an about face, walked out the door. Literally. He said
Because
that's
the
what he
way
did.
he saw it, he was like, if they don't immediately fucking say yes, if they don't recognize it and they weren't already fucking thinking it, I'm not fucking with them because I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to try to convince you or nothing. If you don't already see me as the draw to this thing, then we're done. And they
I
made
get
the
it.
biggest fucking mistake of their of anything because
Yes, they did.
they
Yes,
would have
they did.
kept Tim Burton. They would have kept fucking Michael Keaton. And can you imagine a Tim Burton Keaton movie with fucking Mr. Freeze and fucking the Riddler and fucking Two-Face, bitch? Shit,
It would have
we
been
got
better.
robbed.
And
Billy D. Williams. Oh,
even in that movie,
Two-Face, we were
Schwarzenegger,
gonna get
yeah,
Two-Face.
Schwarzenegger. But this is the crazy part that I didn't know. I didn't know that they had a 10-year plan and they had everything figured out.
Oh, I knew
They
that.
already knew. Yeah, I didn't know that until like
When the
maybe the
first
last
movie
2 years.
came out, I knew about
Yeah,
all the
yeah, I didn't know about all that.
I
No, I
read
didn't know
some
about all that.
magazine.
That
I
they
read all.
had everybody picked. Tommy Lee Jones was supposed to play Two Face. The
Yeah.
Riddler was supposed to be Jim Carrey. The
Nah,
Penguin
it
was
was someone else
supposed to
at
be
first. It
no, it
was
was supposed to be Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. It was
It
not in
wasn't.
'89.
This is the thing. It wasn't etched in stone, but
Yeah.
it was the plan that they had.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
as
Danny
time went on,
DeVito, all
right?
that shit.
Yeah,
I
Danny
heard
DeVito
about
and all
all
them
that.
were already handpicked, right? And they just had to either convince them to do it or see the fact that they were the best, parts for the role. But they already had people picked out for who they wanted to play
Yeah.
what. I never knew that until recently. I was watching
Yeah.
Minty Comics. If you ever get a chance, check them out. And they were saying that like literally had a 10-year plan for Batman, and they executed it. It fell
But
off at the
there
end
was
because Keaton walked out, and Burton was never the director after the
yeah.
first two.
And there was someone else though originally that was gonna be Riddler, and then Carrey after because Jim Carrey was nobody in '89. No one heard Jim Carrey. It was when
He was on a Living Color in '89. He was on Living
yeah,
Color in
right,
89.
exactly.
Yeah.
But he wasn't no Pet Detectives, none of that yet. So
No, none of
it
that.
was
No.
yeah. So then when with all his hype and shit, that's when they cast him. But yeah, I remember when '89 before '89 came out. Hang on, let me Like picking my nose on a damn thing. It's like just wet. All right. Nose running. It's cold as fucking here. AC blowing. So yeah, so 89 was coming out. And before it came out, they were like, I was reading, it was a magazine or something, and they were saying, after this movie comes out, we're doing, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then they were like, Danny DeVito is gonna be the Penguin, and all this fantastical shit. And I was just like, that's crazy, that's amazing. I was so excited. That was the first like movie that we ever had this sort of like hype about, like, dude, 89 would have been right at home today. You know what I'm saying? Like with all the like foreshadowing of what's coming out and people anticipating what they're gonna do with this movie and who's gonna be in it and all that stuff. No one ever did that with movies before. No one. There was no anticipation of, who's gonna play this and that. That was all Batman. Like Batman started all that shit, and you can't fucking take it from him, dog. You cannot deny
You
it.
can't. You can't. You really can't. They
But
literally did an excellent
and
job.
that, yeah, and we're talking about, bro. He came at Batman's first appearance is 1939. That's
Yeah.
87, 86, 87 years of inspiring generations, not through superpowers, not through, crazy shit, but intelligence, determination, wisdom, cutting edge technology, and a few dollars. And that's it. And but yeah, there's cool shit like these cowls.
Okay. Oh,
Wow.
these right.
So 1939, that was the first one right there. The second one, 1940, is the one that most people, you know, think of when they think of the original Batman. Then 43, the Batman film. This is just hideous. Man, that's bad. Then Zurenner, sorry,
Serenade.
1958. Yeah, Zurenner. And then 1966, the TV show. There you go. And then we had Dark Knight Returns. And then 89, the Burton film. They skipped pretty much Returns because it's pretty the same. Then the animated series in 92. Then 95, we had Batman Forever. 97, Batman and Robin. That was the George Clooney debacle. Then we had 1999, Batman Beyond. 04, the animated series again. It kind of had a resurgence. Then they had the Brave and the Bold, came out in 08. 08 also gave us the Dark Knight. 09, we had Arkham Asylum. And then we had Batman v Superman in 2016. We had Batman v Superman Armor in 2016. 27, Batman Lego. Then we had Batman Ninja in 2018. And then The Batman in 2021
Yeah,
is the most recent.
because the original choice to play Batman '89 was Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson was the original choice, and the original director that they had chose to direct Batman. Actually, they wanted Batman to be a comedy. Um, the original director for Batman was the Fly director, David Cronenberg.
Cronenberg. Yeah.
He was the original, but he declined. And then they wanted Joe Dante, the guy that did Gremlins. They wanted him to do it. And he just was like, never mind. I don't know what happened, but he didn't do it. And they wanted to have John
Because
Lithgow as the
nobody had a
Joker.
vision for it.
Yeah, they wanted
Yeah,
Lithgow to
Lithgow.
play Joker. They wanted him to play
Yeah.
Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then
Nobody had a vision for it.
no,
But Tim
they
Burton
didn't.
had a vision for it. He had an idea. He had a whole vision that he went. So when he presented that shit to them, they
Right.
were like, okay,
But
it's
remember
a
what I
wrap.
said earlier. Remember what I said earlier. That's the director's. Whatever's in the director's mind is what you're gonna see on screen. That's how it goes.
Well,
Whatever vision he
if they
had,
do a good job, yeah.
yeah. Whatever
But
vision
the
he had,
editor,
yeah. Whatever vision that the director has is what he's trying to project to you on the screen for you to see.
well,
That's
yeah, that's
his
what the
vision.
director's doing,
Yeah.
right? He's directing the movie, but generally we get the theatrical version, which is what the studio cuts and the editors do at the end. If we get the director's cut, that will be the director's vision. That's what the director intended us to get. But often the director's cut doesn't make it to theatrical because directors are usually, not studio executives, so they're not thinking about marketing and all this shit and what we can show and what we can't show and all that. They're just artists making art, and so they make their cut. Like we had Zack Snyder made his cut. Zack Snyder's vision for the movie is the Snyder cut. Perfect example. That was Zack Snyder. That's what he intended for us to see. But what we saw was not his vision. That was the studio's vision.
Yeah, that's true. And it was also Keaton that
Well, I always look for the director's cuts because I want to see what the director
I want to see.
intended.
Yeah, intended. Yeah. So and it was also Keaton. He was the first one to do the Batman voice. You know, in his words, it was in Michael Keaton's words. He looked at Batman because he spent. I read this thing that said he spent time in London isolating himself from everybody because he wanted to be more like Bruce Wayne because he knew Bruce Wayne only had Alfred and him, and he wanted to be
Yeah.
have that feeling, that sense. And he adopted the Batman voice because he said that he was naturally concerned that people could figure out Batman's identity easily,
Mm-hmm.
uncover. So he said even at one point he
You're
was
a
even,
famous guy.
yeah, he was even, contemplating or entertaining wearing contacts when he would put the suit on,
Yeah.
and so that people wouldn't be able to just like anything he could do to make him non-recognizable as Bruce Wayne when he was in the suit.
Yep.
But the whole thing behind that is Bruce Wayne is rarely seen in public. That's how he gets over. And that's how people, and when he does, he acts clumsy, he acts a dunce. Sort of like Superman, when people are like, Clark, he can't be Superman. No, no, no. That's
Yeah,
how Batman gets over.
Superman acts like a clumsy dunce. Batman
Right.
acts like a player, a
He
bad
just acts like
playboy.
a player, like a playboy that's like he
He's
acts like
super
he's so
suave and
rich.
slick, like he just a
Right.
slick,
Yeah, he just a
conceited
slick
mother, like a
talker. Yeah,
douchebag. He's a douchebag.
yeah. Like Bruce Wayne acts like it's like he's so rich, like he's like, well, just
Like a
just give him some
idiot.
money and send them on their way. Like,
Right.
what's the big deal? Like if some people, like if
Bro,
he saw a bunch of people starving, homeless, he'd be like, well, listen, go over there, tell him Bruce Wayne sent you. I'll pay him, bring the food over here, and just feed him. Who cares?
look at the
You
cowl,
know?
bro. Tim Burton's cowl was way better than fucking Schumacher's, Val Kilmer's, George Clooney's, or The Dark Knight. I hated The Dark Knight. Which The Dark Knight, they did that so that he could turn his neck because it didn't, Batman 89, his cowl didn't he couldn't turn his head.
No, he
He
couldn't
had
turn his head.
he turned his whole shoulders. I mean, he did all this shit. He was always doing this shit, looking around and shit, because he couldn't turn his head. But I wanna say something about that. That's beautiful. Let me tell you why that's beautiful. Because the big reason that a lot of people have problems with the MCU costumes and stuff like that is because they make the costumes look good on humans, because comic book costumes don't look good on humans because human bodies don't look like comic characters. They just look like normal human bodies. They're not very exciting. Muscles popping out everywhere, as they can't wear a spandex suit and still look cool. So they have to have armor and padding and all this kind of different stuff. But Burton kept that shit like the comic. Even though it was not functional, it looked, because it looks good. It looked better. Yes, it wasn't functional. No, a tactical guy that goes out in the night and fights crime is not going to wear something that prohibits him from fucking looking around. So that was unrealistic. But what was beautiful is that it was comic accuracy. And sometimes you got to make a sacrifice. You got to decide, when do I go comic accurate? When do I embellish? When do I make it, make it for the movies? Just because, like, how his chest had all the fake muscles and everything like that. We look at the 1966 Batman, where he wore literally a spandex suit, and he didn't look very cool. Sometimes he had a little gut. You can see his ribs because he was sucking it in all the time. It just didn't look cool. So Burton was like, we need a bodysuit. We need, I want to see, like, so you could have the abs and everything on there. And that was the first, like, adaptation of a comic suit, and they made it was like armor. It was body armor. It was bulletproof body armor. Remember when they peeled it off?
Yeah,
He's
there was
wearing
like,
body armor.
yeah, he's wearing some type of body armor. He's not
Mm-hmm.
human after all.
Right. He's
And
human after all.
Batman Ninja, ECG, Batman Ninja. I don't care what nobody. I enjoy it. Was entertaining. It was
Batman Ninja
very
was dope.
entertaining.
It
Yeah,
was fun.
it was very entertaining. I liked it. I
Great.
literally liked it. Yeah.
There's a part 2 as well. It's pretty cool. It's got the whole Justice League in it, and it's actually good.
Well, we know that the original Joker, that Joker in '89, was supposed to be played. They actually wanted William Dafoe. He had been asked very early
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
play the role as Joker, and he passed on the opportunity.
I don't give a shit.
Uh, what?
Nobody could have outdone what Nicholson did. You could have Willem Dafoe could have looked more like the comic book Joker and might have even acted more like the comic book Joker. What
Right.
Nicholson gave us was unique.
Was timeless. It's timeless and
It was
unique
timeless,
and
but it
classic.
was unique, and it was not very comic accurate at all. It didn't
No.
reflect Joker at all, but it, again, we still look at this. Some people and some people still find that as their favorite Joker. And
Yeah. Because before
that's
and now
because
before
of
Nicholson,
Jack Nicholson
yeah,
making that shit as a cool ass gangster.
his
He
character,
turned
yes,
Joker into like a gangster, a
Eh,
mafia kind of
yes,
gangster
he
guy.
did. And they wanted Nicholas to play it, but he was kind of dancing around it, and they kind of baited him, from what I understand, with Robin Williams. They was like, "We got Robin Williams to do it if you don't want to do it. Well, we understand if you don't want to do it, but it's yours. But if you don't want to do it, we got Robin on standby, and he said he'll do it." And they said that made Nicholson say, "Well, wait a minute, how y'all gonna pick Robin Williams over me? I can
Right,
play a way better Joker than he can."
right.
And that's what they had to bait him into doing it. So
Yeah.
they were saying Williams accepted the role, but they wanted Nicholson to sign on board, and they just kept approaching him. From what I was, from what I was watching on, and he kind of, we just kept, and he literally just was like, "Oh, I'll take it." You know what I mean?
Yep.
And he did the 2 hour makeup job, and that's what changed him into the Joker. Took him 2 hours to put that makeup on and change
Yeah.
him into the Joker.
Yep.
Now, here's a
Yep.
little known fact I found out that I didn't know. That Nicholson, all right, so the gloves that the Joker wore. So the Joker wore gloves throughout the whole movie.
Mhm.
So Nicholson would have, he had to make multiple gloves, and he would sign them. And when people would come visit the set, he would give them away as souvenirs. And people, so he said that that he's very generous with those Joker gloves, and
That's dope.
it drove the creator and all the Bob Ringwood. Drove him
Yeah.
mad, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, keep giving away damn gloves," but he would sign them and give them away. So somebody out there has
I
a
know. I
pair of
was gonna say
signed Joker gloves.
I'm gonna start looking for them bitches on eBay. Because somebody will be done sold them. But yeah, I mean, comic book lovers will also have a lot to enjoy today. You have DC is releasing new editions and variant covers, including the Absolute Batman #1 in multiple different formats, a facsimile edition of Batman #1 from 1940, and because that obviously that's the OG. And then of course you got the Batman and Robin Year One #1 and Batman Year Two #1 also hitting shelves as part of the celebration. But this year has not been without controversy in the comic world. The much anticipated Batman Gotham sampler was abruptly pulled back after DC requested that retailers not distribute it due to content concerns tied to Red Hood. Now, I want to be clear. There was absolutely nothing about the content inside the comic Red Hood that caused them to pull it. The reason they
This is
pulled the
true.
comic is because the writer who wrote the comic said some things about a certain person that we're not going to give airtime to, and we're not going to mention his name.
Mm-mm,
But
mm-mm.
that's it. And he said these things about this person who's all in the media right now, and they didn't like that he said it or whatever. And based on that, they pulled his comic. So some nonsense political bullshit. Obviously, I might totally agree with what the guy said, but pulling the comic based on it is just kind of ridiculous. But anyway, I think, beyond Hollywood and online platforms, Batman Day is also marked worldwide. Major cities light up the bat signal on famous landmarks with spotlights. They have comic shops from like North America to Europe, Latin America, everywhere organized. They have special signings, giveaways, cosplay events, contests, all kinds of stuff to bring communities together for the Batman Day celebration. And it's dope. It's dope. Obviously, we're not traveling, but it would be really cool to go around and see some of these tours. Warner Brothers has some Batman exclusive tours going on out there, in Hollywood and also, other cities and stuff around. But I think what we have Warner it's the DC comic book or the Warner Brothers Discovery's DC shop released a new Batman merchandise and shit like that, inspired by the different eras of the character. Spin Master debuted ninja themed action figures of Batman and Joker. Mattel and Imaginext released some interactive play sets and stuff like that. Lego did the new sets like the Batman Forever, Batmobile. DC Multiverse putting out Batman Returns and stuff. Warner Brothers Games announced the upcoming Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight video game scheduled for 2026 on PlayStation 5, Xbox, all the big joint, and PC. But the game is dope, and it lets you kind of unlock the Golden Age Batsuit, every fucking Batsuit, and it tells Batman's story through films, TV shows, comics, and games with an open world Gotham City gameplay and combat system that is just like Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, the Arkham games. So we're talking basically there's stuff in it from every movie, every show, every Batman iteration. Think about it like this: it's like an amalgamation of everything. So you have Batman who fights the combat and stuff is very much like Arkham. The gliding and all that stuff, very much all the gameplay is from Arkham. But then you'll have little Easter eggs from every different movie. He wears, the stuff he says, the stuff the villains are there, everything from all the different movies and games that and shit. Marshall Warpath, what up? Said they used to call me Crazy Joe. Now they can call me Batman. Robin Williams as Joker. That would have been interesting. Yeah, to say the least. I don't want to speak ill of the dead. Warner Brothers Animation introduced Bat Fam, an upcoming animated series premiering this fall on Prime Video. You got Batman, Alfred, Damian Wayne as Little Batman, and new characters as they live together as a superhero family. The related film Merry Little Batman is already available on Prime Video. HBO Max features the Batman Day Hub with like a selection of like live action and animated Batman films and series, and that includes your 2022 The Batman, a spin-off The Penguin Show, Batman the Animated Series, the Lego Batman movie, new Bat Wheels episodes launched on September 15th with a Batman Day Marathon, and Bat Wheels and Teen Titans Go. Warner Brothers Home Entertainment promotes animated titles Batman Cape Crusader and Aztec Batman Clash of Empires that is out now digitally. Then they also showcased the podcast featuring the voice actor Troy Baker discussing his experiences voicing Batman and his views on the character and his relationships. Mobile games mark the event as well. You have Injustice 2 mobile runs Batman-themed events through October 4th, offering rewards like Arkham Knight Batman and special profile pictures. And so beginning today, the classic Batman Arena Invasion event and other sales go on as well. And then in DC Worlds Collide, you can get free Epic Batman character diamonds and stuff like that. So Warner Brothers doing a bunch of shit all across everything. They got stuff partnered with Boys and Girls Club, doing Batman themed stuff. It's a lot, bro. They go all out, and I think every year it's gonna get bigger and doper and more involved with more to do. But festivities, man, all over the place. You've got like I said, they do the Hollywood tours. You can have a 1-day immersive experience with a Batman-themed studio tour across iconic Warner Brothers backlot. You bring your friends and family to the studio, in Hollywood, and you just spend the day and the night there And yeah, it's dope. You go behind the scenes with your favorite films, see all the original costumes and cows and Batmobiles and all that stuff. It's really cool. Would love to be able to do that. And then you got different stuff, themed on the tour. Obviously, trivia and comics and all kinds of good stuff. They have a special screening of Batman Forever in a studio setting with an introduction by the producer Michael Uslan. Then you got lots of different books and stuff coming out. All the stuff coming on the comic shops that we mentioned already. Now, Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight, the video game. Let me see if this is where we have the feature at. So I want to show you guys Legacy of the Dark Knight. Let me get it to play here. Stu, you gotta help me out, man. You there, Stu? Oh, he had to go somewhere real quick. He'll be right back. All right. Well, here's the deal. Mighty Rax, what up? That is from Stand By Me, the principal with a bat ready to smash drug dealers. Oh, Stand By Me. You mean it's not Stand By Me. It's Stand and Deliver. Right? With Morgan Freeman. Happy Batman Day, Six Elements, salute, Mighty Rex. But yeah, let me bust out this this featurette. Damn. I'm gonna wait till Stu gets here so that we can make sure you guys can hear it. But yeah, it's behind the scenes little featurette, and it's basically gonna show, obviously you got James Gunn on there, Jim Lee, a bunch of guys on there talking about the development of the game. Developers Jonathan Smith on the process of bringing Batman into the Lego world again, alongside upcoming game. Alongside the game, you will hear like from DC icons on how Batman's 86-year history has touched fans across all mediums, from comics, movies, video games, and then you got the obviously the featurette about the game, trailers and stuff like that. That's coming out, but I will play that as soon as Stu Dog comes back from wherever he's at. Lean on Me, that's the one. That's the one. Stand and Deliver is the one with Edward James Olmos and his cheeks. All right, let me see if we can play this one. Stu, you there?
Is there something innate about them?
Stu, you came back? We can hear you. Stu Dog.
Yo.
I'm gonna play this video. Let me know if you can hear it, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
But
show you after this.
Let me know if you can really hear it good, okay?
Like good, or like
good. Like we can hear everything they're saying.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
That makes him so beloved.
Yeah.
Is there something innate about him that makes him so beloved?
Did you hear what he said?
It's low. I can hear it.
So you can't really make out what he's saying.
No, I can hear it. But I got a headset in. It says something about beloved. What makes him so beloved? I can hear that part, but it's like,
well, how about this?
Like
y'all in the chat.
I got this to my ear. Hold, you know
yeah,
what? Play it again.
I need to know what I need to know if the chat can hear it, not you. So in the chat, tell me if you can hear it, because Stu ain't. You're not a good gauge either, because you're not in the chat. You're in the video. So in the chat, tell me if y'all can hear this. I'm gonna play it now. Just let me know if you can hear what he's saying. Otherwise, we'll figure out something else.
Is there something innate about Batman that makes him so beloved across the entire world. A tragic story that's being transformed into something good. Or is it that it's attracted some of the greatest artists?
So in the chat, can y'all hear that? Slade said, I can hear it. Yeah? All right. I'll take your word for it. Let's do it.
Do something really unique with that. Using the same building blocks. TC, you made the first that was so special for us. But now, with Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, we are able to draw upon the whole history of that wonderful character and distill decades of fantastic storytelling to really immerse players in the experience of becoming the Dark Knight. I took the liberty of making some adjustments. The nature, the tonality of Batman changed with the times. That's what keeps these characters interesting. When we were looking at bringing this into one narrative, we did.
Yeah, he said so. The characters, the tonality of the characters and stuff changes over time, and that's what keeps them interesting. And they really have a lot of variation in each character. I wonder why I'm not able to get. What the fuck? Man, I hate when it does that. It won't show the toolbar at the bottom. All right.
A lot of research. We've pulled in all of these references from Batman movies and TV shows,
Batman
Now it works.
The Batman, the Dark Knight trilogy,
the animated series.
read comic we could find. We had access to all the DC archive, and then putting down key, essential, iconic moments. That was our starting point. Everybody sees Batman in a different way. There's Batman as the do-good, Batman as the Dark Knight, the Screecher of Vengeance. One of the many great things of Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight is that it manifests all these different elements of Batman that we've loved over the years. That people can experience this character. Always it. We start with young Bruce Wayne in the grounds of Wayne Manor, excited to go to the movies. Years later, we see him with the League of Shadows and Nanda Park, and then return as a crime fighter to Gotham City, where he builds a new family of crime-fighting allies. Let's have some of the greatest supporting characters of any Batman story ever, starting with Commissioner Gordon, an undervalued Batman character, a character I love. Even like Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, the criminals become ever more current and crazed. I'd call this Rogues Gallery and all the fiction. Gangs of criminals equipped with weapons. So as the player progresses, they will learn the skills and tactics they need to really start to turn the tide of crime in Gotham. I need to become more than a man. I need to become a symbol. I love this combination of DC and Lego. I like them working together. There's something about Lego that just opens our mind to play and creativity and kind of our own personal artistic expression.
It has that spirit
Man.
of
Oh,
Lego.
Legos.
Having all these different sets, pouring them on the floor, mashing it.
So what?
Look at all those damn Legos. They got drawers.
I know, bro.
The Lego tumbler look dope.
I was gonna say that Batmobile is crazy.
Story like we all did as kids.
I think the creative, playful nature of Lego Brick feeds into how we work here at TT. This kind of wonderful medium harmonizing and visually bring it all together so it's cohesive.
we've worked with TT Games for the longest time. There's a almost tactile feel to their games that makes it feel just right. They're able to create the diversity, the density, the beauty in some ways of the world of Batman through the vocabulary of Lego Bricks.
In this title, more than any of our others, we were really conscious about the engaging and dramatic story. Some of the best comedy sits in those dramatic moments.
The comedy always drives the narrative, it never interrupts it. I love when a story defies expectation. I love the fact that we're going into Lego Batman that actually has real emotion and stakes. Lego Bricks as a medium changes the lens, adding a more playful aspect to it without taking away the main story. It's almost like a mosaic. When you come up close to the wall, you go, that's a Lego brick. You pull back, and now you're in Gotham City, and it feels and looks like Gotham City. For this game, we've strived to achieve a whole new level of detail.
The surface imperfections of everything has been enhanced a lot.
The small weave on the capes.
Yo, that shit looks dope. Look, little fibers.
Yeah.
I love how they make it look like plastic too. The Legos.
Yeah.
Like, you remember the Lego movie? That's one thing I loved about the Lego movie is it looked like they were doing stop motion with real fucking Legos, but it was CGI because they made the CGI. They made them look like plastic with little nicks in it and scratches and shit. Dope.
The water droplets, how the rain runs down a character's face or on the Lego vehicles. Every small detail we've pursued to make sure we're clearly visually better than what we've done before.
You're in a world of Gotham City that is more alive and rich than any environment we've ever been to.
We know Gotham's had a history, so we built this layer experience that helps with our mechanics.
The traversal of the city is just way beyond what we've done before.
We really wanted to make sure that players could grapple and glide around Gotham City with that same mastery that Batman has.
Being Batman, you get to drive the Batmobile.
Weaving in and out of traffic, hitting the booth, trying to control your speed. In the cityscapes, there'll be these alleys and these hidden rooftops and hidden areas where crimes will be taking place. And it's on you to go and find those locations, discover new things, and protect the city.
Dope.
When we're doing the testing now, it's fantastic to hear the feedback where they're saying you feel like you're Batman. You are coming out of the darkness and taking the baddies down.
It's incredible how immersive it feels. Like they've brought so many nuances and details of the world of Batman to life in this game. The fact that you can do it with a friend or a buddy as a dynamic duo in the same room together, I think people are just going to be blown away.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's extra. That's dope.
Yeah, that's a dope. What do you call it?
Feature.
Play mechanic, like option. Fuck, what's the word? Mode. Cool mode. Like you have one-on-one co-op, you got multiplayer, like that kind of shit. It's like a mode where I guess y'all are on the same system playing. So it's like y'all are both playing 2-player, but it's not like a split screen.
It's like it used to be. You're on the same couch.
On Lego, yeah, y'all just running
one
around.
TV.
Like
On one couch, one TV, running around doing.
On one thing, no split screen, just all y'all on the same board running around.
This is what a lot of people said he missed. A lot of people miss that. A lot of people miss that nostalgia of being. They call it couch co-op. That's what people. But
Sound coming out when I got it muted, but yeah.
Experiences connect from one generation to the next. I'm excited about all the people that have never experienced Batman in any sort of personal way. Being able to play this game and now they have their own connection to Batman. They have their own connection to the DC universe.
Look at that place, man.
Part of the premise for working on Batman is to come in and do your own take. Lego Batman and Legacy of the Dark Knight reflects that condition. This game is an absolute celebration of everything Batman. A lot of people have been waiting for exactly this experience.
Batman's primal story of fear and overcoming fear has lived on for generations, and all of us at TT are incredibly honoured to now be able to contribute to that legacy.
Started by Keaton. I'm Batman. But yeah, hope y'all could hear that.
Yeah, it was good.
I say my Dark Knight detective skills are at work. Well, my detective skills are ass right now because I'm trying to get this camera. I want to do a Batman shelf tour, but I can't get the sound to stop. Let's give it a shot.
You got the feedback, the echo.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid. Let me see here.
Let's see if this helps. This might help.
All right. Let me move this shit. Here. Light on it. All right, so the top of the Batman shelf. There we go. We'll start at the blue Batman. Hang on. You know what? It's really hard to do holding the lamp. All right, let's do it like this. Doing the Bat-Tusi. Nightfall. Dark Knight, Frank Miller. Battle damage. Now we're gonna need some light. Oh shit. Stu.
That Batman is dope right there. That's the 89. You got two 89s. Two 89s, right? Three.
That's the only one.
Okay. Thomas Wayne is hard. Damn it. Hard.
Now the robes. Now this is a custom Two-Face. You can't get it like this. It comes with an orange suit, like orange and pink. But I thought that was stupid because why would you have two bright ass weird colors when you're supposed to have one side is straight? So I painted it black with the black tie and everything, and then boom. Wow.
That was a good choice. Good choice painting it black.
Hell yeah. I like it much better with black. And then you got the OG Riddles. And I had to paint his vest yellow. So they made it orange for some reason. Hugo.
Yeah, Hugo Strange is dope.
Hell yeah.
I'm hard. Who is that right there?
That's the what's his name? Death Metal. It's the Dark Knight's Metal Joker Batman.
Batman Who Laughs.
Batman Who Laughs, right. Then you got the vampires. Joker and Batman. We got Batman Who Laughs, chromed out.
Robin. Vampire. Vampire Batman.
And we got the OG Deadshot, OG Nightwing, OG Deathstroke, Hush. And then
That's dope the way you got them back to back like that.
Yeah, I like that setup.
Yeah, that's dope. And that Red Hood.
Yeah, I like that Red Hood.
Now that Robin with the cloth cape, I got the one without the cloth cape. I think the one with the cloth cape is better.
They're both dope. They both have their merits. The one without the cloth cape, I like this because I like he has that face.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then the cloth is dope because it's cloth. And then these are my Jokers.
Ooh.
Collection.
Oh God.
Customized this one's hair. I painted his face because he was all. This was actually a zombie Joker, but I wanted an OG Joker in this style, so I painted his face and hair so he's OG. He's not zombie anymore. I think I did a good job.
You did a damn good job because I wouldn't have been able to tell if you wouldn't have told me.
I know. So I would say, yeah, that is the Batman shelf. You got this Batman over here, rocking with the League.
That's the whole league right there. That's dope.
Yeah, I fuck with that.
Now, which Aquaman do you have? You got the one with the hook or the surfer dude?
I customized it to be like the OG. I painted him more yellow and orange and just made him like the OG.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Is that Captain Cold in the back there?
Oh, yeah.
Did you put together the Legion of Doom back there or no?
Not the whole thing, no. Then I got a couple of different scoop types. Icon, Black Adam, Steel, Ultraman.
I see Ultraman. Ultraman is dope. Steel. I did McFarlane Steel or is that the Mayfix?
McFarlane. And I got Icon. You can barely see him.
Icon is dope. That joint is dope. It was hard. The Mayfix Steel is probably the best one I've ever seen. That's the Hank Henshaw.
Yeah, that's the only Mayfix I got.
Now, I think that Mayfix is better than the Tom McFarlane.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Mm-mm. It is.
Yeah, got the new Deathstroke on the way.
Now, which Deathstroke did you get?
What do you mean?
Because
Which
you had
one?
like two of them. Yeah, you said you got another one on the way. You got like two of them up there already.
I got one on the way. I got these two.
Mhm.
Him and him.
Okay.
But I got the OG Teen Titans one with like the boots with the little fold thing that folds over on the boots, like the OG
Pirate boots.
pirate boot type. Yeah.
Mhm. That's what I would call them. Pirate boots.
Pirate
Boots
boots.
from the pirate. Arr. Mhm.
All right, let's see. Selection of
Now,
different bat eras. Batman
oh,
who laughed. Yep.
we are showing off something I wanted to show off. The
Oh yeah.
Batman Day giveaways and Ways Comics. So here is year 2, number 1.
Yes.
And Batman and Robin.
So these are all the ones that I just told y'all was at the comic shops today, guys. You can get these today. Gotham Sampler. Yeah. Now they were supposed to have pulled that, but most shops did not. Most shops you can still get the sampler.
And we got it. And I'm going to send it off to get tagged and slammed.
Yeah.
Now, this is what we need to talk about, because I'm kind of upset about this.
Turn
And
it over.
I'm going to tell y'all why. Give me a second.
Absolute Batman.
I'm going to tell you why.
It's
I'm
upside
going to tell
down.
you why. Yeah, I'm going to tell you why. Okay. This here is
Hard.
Absolute Batman.
Hard.
Thank you. I'm glad you said that. Can you guess what artist drew this?
No.
Mr. Jang drew this.
Who? John Jang?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow. That does not look like a Jang. That is peak.
Now, here's the thing. The original covers that we got for Absolute Batman, they weren't that great. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna front or act like they were the best things as pockets on pants, because they weren't. Second
Right.
printings and third printings, I guess somebody got smart and said, we want to sell these comics. So they put the dopest covers you can find on this. This is Absolute Batman number 1.
What's the
But
problem?
look at this. The problem is this cover was way better than the first print of Absolute Batman. This is like a second or third print. Actually, look at this cover. Look at this cover, bro.
First print A covers are usually not the coolest ones. By never are they the coolest ones, because the reprint, the variants always come out later. So variants are always going to look doper. The new Batman number 1. Did you pick one up?
Yes, I did. I got the one that's in foil. Not in foil. It's in a bag. It's bagged up. I gotta unbag it.
Oh. Yeah, I got OG A cover, and I got the Jorge. No, that's the OG one. What's his name? Can't think of his name, but it's like a big full page cover. Just Batman in the blue and gray suit. Super dope. Oh, that's the Absolute Batman.
Yeah.
Did you get the just regular Batman number 1 in the bag?
I got it in the bag. I didn't even get the other one. I just got the one
sealed?
in the bag. Yeah, it's sealed. I didn't open it yet.
Oh, okay.
And then here is the foil cover.
Of which?
Batman Day. Hang on. I was looking at it in the store. Hang on a second. I'll pull it up. Batman Year 2 number 1.
Oh yeah, Year 2 number 1.
Batman Day 2025 Special Edition.
That's dope. That's dope. Who's he fighting? Deadman?
No, what's his name? McFarlane brought the figure out. What's his name? McFarlane brought the figure out, and I tried to get him. And it was sold out in like seconds.
Not Deadman?
No, it's not Deadman. I forget his name.
Hmm.
Forget his name. Hang on, I'll get it for you. Just 1 second. Put this up. Not even that. So, yeah, McFarlane put him out.
Yeah, those are dope, bro.
Well,
Nice pickup.
McFarlane
Nice
put the
pickup.
figure out. I think it was this year, and it sold out in like seconds. Like I was pissed because I got botted trying to get it.
Man.
And I was like, man, this is some bull crap, man. Like whoever invented bots, there's a special place in hell for you. And
Oh, you want to see some fuck shit, dog?
sure,
Oh,
go ahead.
I'll show you some bottery, dog. Some real fuckery, duckery, fuck. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is gonna really fucking. I was quite perturbed. So check this out. What's that say? Hello, thank you for ordering from Big Bad Toy Store. Confirmation. Your information can be viewed on my account website. Here is your order summary. Order number. Bang, bang, bang. That looks like an order made, right?
Right.
Well, look at the email that came right after it. Hello, thank you for your order. We're very sorry, but the following items sold out before your order was completed. Bitch, no, it didn't.
Come on.
No,
How's
it
that
didn't.
even possible?
How's it possible? You sent me a fucking email saying I ordered it. It said completed. It said thank you. So here's the crazy shit. I always thought when we say that thank you for your order, that means it went through. Because I was always scared that some of these that sell out in seconds, that while I'm ordering it and while I'm clicking submit and while it's doing its thing, they're selling out. So I knew it's sort of possible. But once I see that thank you for your order, I thought that was a wrap. Even got a confirmation email. And then they fucking pulled this shit. We apologize for your inconvenience. Items selling out prior to order completion do not occur often, and we recognize how disappointing it can be when there is not enough inventory available. No. How disappointing it can be when I ordered the motherfucker and then you send me an email later saying, "Oh, it was sold out while you or." What do you mean? My shit went through. So
You know what?
that's pottery.
Slurp, slurp, slurp. All I gotta say.
Slurp and burp. That's what I gotta say.
Yeah, bro. How that like? Okay, you ordered it. They took your order, sent you a confirmation email, then send you an email saying, "Oh, we couldn't fill your order." So
No, they
why
sent an
couldn't?
email saying that it sold out during my order's
That's my
completion.
right, right. Like we can't fill your order. It's sold out. So
Yeah.
somebody
Now,
that ordered 12 of them, you can't take one from that person and send him that email and say, "Well, instead of sending you 12, I can only send you 11."
right. But they'll
Because this
never
guy
do
needs
that.
just one. This guy
Right.
just needs one. Stop, man.
Oh, and there's a limit too per order, so you can only order 2. So that guy that ordered 12, he must have 6 different accounts, which that's what
Might
they
do.
do. That's
And
what
if he
they do.
got two, and if he
That's what
got
they
two,
do.
why couldn't they just take one from one guy and say, you know what, man, we could only give you one?
I mean, I
That's
think
that's
that would
that's
be a
better.
better
That's better
compromise
than him.
than just yeah.
That's better than him getting none. And we know what he's gonna do it to. He's gonna sell one. Stop. It's not even funny. He's gonna sell one. You know it. You
Or
know
just
it.
keep one in the box.
Nah, they selling it,
Oh.
bro. You can keep one in the
Now
box.
I know it is Batman Day and all that, but I just gotta say, boom! It finally came. And this
Mr.
Wolverine
Bones.
is a bad motherfucker,
Yeah,
dog.
that Wolverine is.
Look how long them claws are, dog. I can't wait to show you guys this Wolverine compared to the other Wolverines here. It's
Mr. Bones. Mr. Bones Reno. That's the name of the
oh, Mr.
That's the
Bones,
name. That's it, yeah.
Dead Man ripoff.
Yeah, pretty much. They did put out a
What am I thinking, Dead Man?
McFarlane put out a figure, and it's raw. I ain't gonna lie, he put out a raw figure of it.
Put out a
But
Dead Man figure too.
yeah, I got the Dead Man figure.
Yeah.
But the Mr. Bones sold out. Bought it. Can't get it.
Well,
Bought
that Batman #1, that shit on DC's website said ahead of Batman debut, Batman #1 soars to over 500,000 copies. And Burbank, blah blah blah. DC announced first issue Batman, blah blah blah. Helmed by Eisner winning award writer. Sold over 500,000 copies just in time to help celebrate Batman Day on September 20th. This bold new era under Fraction and Jimenez reimagines Gotham City with a superhero forward tone, a sleek new Batmobile, and a vivid blue and gray costume that signals a shift in both style and storytelling. I'm so in love with this new Batman design because it just, it looks like the Jim Lee Batman to me, and I'm so tired of all black suit Batman. I just really want to see the bright yellow fucking belt and the blue and the gray. I don't know. I'm just tired of black Batman. I just want to see colorful Batman. But it came out very well, so don't fret. Oh wow, he's got his shoe off right there. And his glove is off over here. Yeah, the cover I got, I don't see it. It's not on here, but it's pretty dope. But yeah, that fucking thing. So basically, it is the #1 selling comic of 2025. Not just the #1 Batman comic, not just the #1 DC comic, not just the #1 it's the #1 selling comic of the year. And probably if you go back, it's probably the #1 selling comic of the last few years. But yeah, it was announced on Hollywood Reporter. Batman #1 is a relaunch of the Batman story, complete with a fresh take on a classic hero and his villains from writer Matt Fraction and artist Jorge Jimenez. It launched on the 3rd of September and has since sold out. Another lot of printings are coming. Expected to arrive on the 15th of October in storefronts. So, yes, second printings are coming out, but you can get first prints still on eBay for a decent price. They're like $5 or $6. You can still get them on eBay. The OG #1 first printing, which out of all the cool variants and shit, guys, I implore you to buy the original A print first printing. A cover, I mean. No variants, no. Just get the A cover first print, because way in the future, nobody's going to be checking for the variants. They're going to want the original #1.
Yep. That's exactly true. Unless it's a variant cover that either they didn't produce a lot of or a feature artist.
Yeah, I mean that cover will have value, but still, that first.
But the collector's
he's
gonna want the original cover. He's gonna want the A. He's gonna want the A cover.
Yeah, it is. It's always gonna be the most fucking wanted one. So that's why I always do. I always try to, like, even if I get variants, I always try to get the A cover, even though it's often one of the most boring covers of all the covers. It usually is, but just because it's the original. And I realized that shit one day when I first got into the variants and shit. I was like, man, I'm going nuts with all these variants. And I was like, man, you know what? In the future, though, because during COVID and like the variant hype was huge. That's when variants started really blowing up and just doing nuts. And I was like, man, in the future, bro, people are just gonna want the original one because everybody wants the variants now. I said one day it's gonna be like everybody just gonna want the original boring one.
That's true. That's true. It's the most recognizable cover. It literally is the most recognizable one.
But the fact that it's the original, a collector's always gonna value that over everything else because it was the first. That's why first appearances are more valuable than #1s.
Yeah,
like
true.
First appearance of Spider-Man is Amazing Fantasy #15. It's more valuable than Amazing Spider-Man #1.
Yeah, because it's the first time you ever saw Spider-Man. Period.
Right. McFarlane invented Mr. Bones for Marvel and based the look on his original Spawn sketch. Wow. Interesting. That's dope. So yeah, now before we check out this Heart of Batman doc, if you haven't guessed by now, I'm a Batman super fan. Whether it doesn't matter, whether it's Adam West or Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, Robert Pattinson, Ben Affleck. I love all the incarnations of Batman, but the only one, Batman, truly holds the title of the best. And honestly, out of everything, movies, everything, like the one thing that really brings me back to my childhood and core love of Batman was the Batman animated series. Arriving on our screens during the success of Tim Burton's dynamic big screen adventures starring Michael Keaton, the Batman the Animated Series harnessed the tone and scope of the comics and the amalgamated it with the ambiance of Tim Burton's dark and gritty new take on Batman, and also kind of blended with like the old Superman, the Fleischman Superman, like cartoons of the silent cartoons of back in the day. And the result was the perfect incarnation of Dark Knight ever put on screen. It has never been bettered. It has never been rivaled. It is the absolute peak. And attempting to narrow down the best episodes to just 5 is not easy. Despite omitting, several of the best episodes ever made, I think the final 5 that they came up with here is pretty good. And it is a list that I think we can discuss and maybe agree or disagree with some of them, but I think they did pretty good. So let's see what we got. All right. Number 5, Fear of Victory, Season 1, Episode 24. It says, for me, one of the most underrated villains of the DC universe is the Scarecrow. Professor Jonathan Crane has been a habit of plaguing Gotham City with his lethal fear toxin. In this episode, Dick Grayson / Robin is struck down by its side effects, featuring some of the most breathtaking visuals of the series. Robin succumbs to the hallucinogenic properties of the gas whilst thwarting a burglary with Batman. What follows is an episode in which Robin tries to overcome his fear, and he must help the Dark Knight save Gotham from Scarecrow's insidious plan. Number 4, Heart of Ice.
The best episode ever.
Yes.
Best episode
I
of
know
the
this
whole
is Stu's
series.
favorite.
Every year, I don't give a damn. What it went? I got how many? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got maybe almost 10 seasons of Batman. Best one. Best episode, period. Point blank. Hands down.
And this is probably my second best.
And this was the debut episode. This was when
best.
it first came out, this is the first episode I ever saw. Because this was the debut episode, Heart of Ice.
Well, this is number 14, episode 14.
That was the first one I've ever. When I first watched it, that was the first episode I ever saw. Yeah, that was the first one I ever saw. I was like, "Yo, this is going to be epic."
My favorite one that really drew me in was Two-Face. Because Two-Face, he was the gangster. He was flipping the coin, and again, like I've always just the whole gangster mafia mythos has always been like a mythology romanticized just in my childhood and just growing up, and just always been part of my culture. And so that's what gravitated me toward Wu-Tang and all these other things, was like that mafioso aspect, and that's why I love Jack Nicholson's Joker, and that's why I love Batman the Animated Series, because it's basically a gangster film. It's a gangster show that they with all these crazy like Dick Tracy type gangsters, really is what all these rogues are really kind of remind me of. But yeah, Two-Face embodied it for me, and just like he was always like my favorite rogue. But tragedy of Victor Freeze can never be understated. After his tragic accident, and this is your favorite character is Mr. Freeze, and after his tragic accident, Freeze adopts the moniker of Mr. Freeze. He sets out on a quest for revenge against the parties responsible for his tragic and life-changing affliction, serving as the first encounter between Batman and Mr. Freeze. This episode has it all. The Batmobile succumbs to ice. Our beloved Dark Knight fights through the symptoms of a cold and uncovers the terrible truth behind Freeze's fall from grace. Nothing stands in the way of this action-packed episode. Number 3, Nothing to Fear, season 1, episode 3. This guy loves season 1. Jonathan Crane, Scarecrow. He loves Scarecrow. Makes his second appearance, and on my list in this epic first encounter between the foe and the Dark Knight, whilst foiling an arson attack on Gotham University, Batman is affected with Scarecrow's fear toxin. He fails to prevent the attack, and Bruce Wayne begins to hallucinate illusions of his dead parents, who repeatedly chastise him for disgracing their memory. They accuse him of failing to uphold the family name. Despite suffering from these debilitating symptoms, the Dark Knight battles onward and channels the darkness within him. He defeats the fear toxin and apprehends the Scarecrow, and all while giving Crane the taste of his own medicine. The fantastic episode saw the birth of the iconic phrase, "I am vengeance, I am the night, I am Batman." And it was a great episode, very dramatic and well written, and just another episode that made me know this was not like any other kids cartoon ever made in the past and since, because our childhood wasn't full of cartoons like Ed, Ed and Eddie, or Gumball, or these weird like gross out, like it wasn't Ren and Stimpy started it, and then like it went from there. But like our childhood was G.I. Joe and Transformers and all these very dramatic, Voltron, anime fucking type, and like more serious type shit. And Batman the Animated Series is I think the epitome of that, man. It was just super duper mature. This is great. Number 2, fucking easily one of the best. The Laughing Fish, season 1, episode 34. Mark Hamill's iconic incarnation of the Joker, still I think one of the best Jokers, makes his debut on my list. I find it hard to omit many of his wonderful episodes from my top 5. Notable mentions go out to Christmas with the Joker, Joker's Favor, Joker's Wild, and The Last Laugh, which narrowly missed out on making the final 5. However, it's Laughing Fish that emerges victorious. Where do I begin with this incredible episode? It has it all. The Joker has polluted Gotham's waterways with his toxin. Every fish caught.
Joker fish. That was a good episode.
Raw talk. What up?
Batman Day. Happy Batman Day, y'all.
Word. Happy Batman Day.
Batman Day. Yeah, I like it doing I think everybody liked the Joker Fish episode. I think that was that was the episode that kind of drew a lot of people in, because that's the most talked about episode I've ever heard of for the whole series.
It says
the Joker Fish.
Every fish caught is emerging with the Joker's sadistic grin. He schemes to copyright every fish that shares his insane smile, and when the copyright officials refuse to submit his demands, he launches an attack. It leaves his victims grinning with insanity. Enter the Dark Knight. With Batman on the case, the Joker and his beloved sidekick Harley Quinn capture Harvey Bullock and use him as bait to trap and ensnare a bigger prize, the Caped Crusader himself. As always, Batman is one step ahead of his adversary. After getting tossed into a fish tank and having a showdown with a killer shark, the Dark Knight manages to break free and gears up to take down the Joker. As I said, this episode has it all. And number 1, On Leather Wings, season 1, episode 1. This is the first episode. This is Man Bat. Yep. My most adored villain from the entire DC universe makes its presence known in the inaugural episode of this glorious series. Dr. Kirk Langstrom has developed a formula that, once ingested, transformed him into the Man-Bat, a human-bat hybrid capable of flight and ferocious brute strength. Harnessing classic narratives of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Langstrom's alter ego becomes far too powerful for him to control. The beast within determines which chemicals are required to bring itself about, and it sets out to steal the components of the dead in the dead of night. With the chemical thefts attracting the attention of Gotham police and eyewitnesses reports pointing to a giant bat, the Dark Knight finds himself a wanted man and sets out to uncover the truth. However, what he finds is far more terrifying. Soon he must outsmart the monstrous bat creature and free Langstrom before it's too late. This episode is sheer brilliance and optimized everything Bruce Timm and his excellent team were creating at Warner Brothers Animation, and it set the tone for everything that followed and was instrumental in capturing the hearts of millions and fans worldwide, myself included. Final thoughts. The significance of Batman the Animated Series cannot be overstated. I second that. Featuring the impressive voice talents of Mark Hamill, John Glover, Ron Perlman, Roddy McDowall, David Warner, Kate Mulgrew, Lauren Lester, Bob Hastings, Melissa Gilbert, Robert Canenza, Arlene Sorkin, Paul Williams, Adrian Barbeau, and the legendary voice of Batman himself, the great late Kevin Conroy. Batman the Animated Series assembled one of the best, finest voice casts in animation history. Kevin Conroy has been immortalized as the definitive Batman. Mark Hamill holds the title of the definitive Joker, and the series was a birthplace of Harley Quinn. Yes, Harley Quinn was invented by this show. She's not from comics. For me, and there's only one definitive Batman. Despite the love for Adam West's fun Cape Crusader, the Batman the Animated Series holds a special place in my heart. Long live, may it reign. Happy Batman Day. Yeah, I think the animated series, again, it's the best fucking thing that we ever got of Batman. It's the shit.
Yeah,
it is the shit. 100%.
I own that series, and I'm happy to watch it ever so often.
Yes, gotta watch.
Hell yeah, especially
Same here.
I want to see in a Brave and the Bold. I want them to come with the man back. Come on, let's do it. Let's get it.
Yeah, bro.
I want to see
fucking lootly
live in the flesh. Yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah,
absolutely.
He's a tragic character. He's a tragic character, and just like with Jekyll and Hyde, if you read it
right
before the comics and movies, they had them in books, literary books that you read in school. So it was like that's a classic tortured soul character. So I see that, with Bambi. So
absolutely. Now this right here is a documentary called Heart of Batman. And this is about halfway through. Well, this is about 38 minutes in. And we're just going to start to watch a little segment that's like about 10 minutes, maybe 8 to 10 minutes or so. Because again, it's an hour and 40-minute long documentary. I wish we could sit here and chop up the whole fucking thing because it's fucking brilliant. The whole hour and 40 minutes is about Batman the Animated Series. Everything about how they made it, how they conceived it, what they did, how they did, why they did it, who did it, and all, and everything in between. And it just, if you're a fan of the show, it's a must-see type thing. But here's this little clip. I didn't have time to really take time to go through and be like, these are the clips I want to show, because I really kind of did this on the fly, last-minute idea, but I thought it'd be great. And I just caught this one little clip. There's a lot of better shit, I'm sure, that we can probably skim through.
I watched it. It's good. It's really good.
Yeah, but this is a good little section here. Let me see. Let me know if y'all can hear this in the chat. And Stu, I can't see the chat and Raw Talk because I know you can see it.
Okay, let's see.
Let me know what they say in the chat. If they can hear this. They kept Two-Face black from Billy D. Williams because this was after the 89 and Two-Face black and he was gonna be black.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones playing Two-Face came later because Billy D. Williams was originally going to be Two-Face.
Yeah.
And so that they kind of stuck with that, which was cool because this came out right off the strength of 89.
Yeah.
Really, with a superhero in it.
Yeah.
Like a Dick Tracy gangsters, all the villains always reminded me of like Dick Tracy gangsters. Remember the title sequence to this show had that really cool like it was almost like a silent little movie, and it was very much like the Superman cartoon because those were silent as well.
Yeah.
And that's how they kind of sold this show to the studio was they showed them this little silent movie that was like the Superman, but it was Batman. It was silent and everything, and that was the title. And then they used that basically for the title sequence, is what he was just saying. That's dope because that title sequence is fucking epic.
Yeah, and the music, forget it. They
But that's funny he said that because that's the same thing I thought of with this dude because he was orange, half his suit was orange and the other was purple, but I thought that looked like shit, so I painted the orange side black. I think I did a good job, and it looks way better, and that's because of my inspiration from the Batman the Animated Series.
Dope. Hell yeah, man.
appealing, and so many people
What did you say?
think they can get it.
I'm seeing what EGC Divine said.
What did you say?
Dang, they got you.
Well, you know,
What are you referring to?
Oh, dang, they got you. He said.
Yeah,
I don't know.
trying to see if the live broad feed is all right on the other side of things.
Yeah,
Hold on, let me see.
because they probably shut us down.
Let me see.
Yeah, they shut it down. Stream suspended for policy violation. Nonsense bullshit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yo, that's wild. Oh, because of the video?
Yeah,
Oh shit, man.
they do it all the time. It's all good. I think I could still fix it though.
Oh damn.
Usually it's a way to fix it. Hang on. Shit.
That's wild.
Yeah, it comes back up. There we go. All right, so we're back.
Okay. Just can't show the video no more.
Yeah, basically that's it. I mean, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show that, but that's pretty much our Batman celebration. That's pretty much it. But since we're still here and we're still live, I'm gonna show you this Wolverine.
All right. Everybody seems to be doing the Batman Day vid, man.
Yeah, it was dope. We had a great. I mean, we talked about everything Batman. We covered pretty much everything I wanted to cover. We covered the Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight behind the scenes featurette. We did the animated series. We talked about Batman #1. We talked about Batman Day itself, why we do it, how we do it. Yeah.
Batman comics today, my damn self.
We showed off some toys, some comics, Batman toys and comics.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Batman is everywhere, man. He's iconic. I think, in my personal opinion, he's more iconic than Spider-Man
or Superman. He's the most famous superhero in the world.
Yeah,
hands down.
And he's not a genetically modified superhero. He's not. He is just a normal man. He just has intellect and
no powers,
and he got money. But
yeah.
What he uses before makes the difference. He's not your average rich guy that go buy a yacht for no reason and just to party. No, he uses it to bring justice, true justice. And if more rich people were like that, or more wealthy people were like that, the world would be a much better place.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Batman Day, Many Faces of Batman. It's like a little sort of
that's my Batman. I was watching that the other day.
The OG?
Yeah, the OG, man.
1949.
Yeah.
Well, there was two. They put one out in 1943. They did a 15-part serial in 1943. It was the first live action Batman, played by Lewis Wilson. He fought Japanese saboteurs.
Yep.
Yeah, he fought the Japanese saboteurs because this was like World War II.
Yeah.
And it was all anti-Japanese propaganda. So the world is at war, and cinema carried propaganda as much as escapism. This Batman was straightforward pulp, designed to boost morale and reassure audiences that heroes, even masked ones, were on their side. Crude by today's standards, it still reveals how, even in its earliest incarnation, Batman was shaped by the needs of his time. And then Robert Lowry succeeded Lewis Wilson as Batman in the 1949 serial Batman and Robin, giving audiences a sleeker, more confident Bruce Wayne. And his version expanded the Batcave and gadgets, hinting at a larger mythos that the character would grow into on screen. Yeah, there he is.
Instead of fighting the Japanese, this time he's fighting
Rogues.
Yeah, Chinese villain though, like a
The
Fu
Chinese.
Manchu
Oh, like a Fu Manchu guy. Yeah, right.
Like think Mandarin. Think Mandarin.
Yeah,
but without all the wild powers. He was just like a wild scientist and crazy. Yeah,
mad scientist and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Very dope series. I like watching them.
Yep. And then in the swinging 60s, we all know the Adam West show because that was rerun. We watched that all through the 80s.
Hell yeah, that's my favorite Batman.
Word?
Yeah, that's the Batman I was introduced to.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know. I think my first Batman was Keaton because my first live action Batman, I guess, was Keaton. But I can't say that either because I did see this before Keaton.
Yeah.
But Keaton's my favorite just because that's the first one that really inspired me, that resonated with me. This one didn't resonate with me as much. I think I was too young, and I don't know. It was too campy because I was looking for something more edgy.
I seen every episode of this Batman and the movie. I couldn't wait for the movie, and I seen the movie. The movie was
with the shark, with the
shark the back shark repellent. The bat, you had the bat boat. You had everything. He did the Bat 2C. He everything. He did everything in that movie, and it was about the United Nations and the Penguins plot. It was great movie, man. Great movie, man. You know, to this day, I find, there you go. I find myself watching it at least once a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got to.
That's crazy. That's cool.
Because it's just dope. And Catwoman is hot. Every Catwoman that was ever played Catwoman was hot.
Yep.
It's crazy. They knew what they were doing when they casted Catwoman.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then you had I liked how the villain's lair was crooked, was slanted, because that's how they were. Their personalities were slanted, like skewed view of the world.
Yeah, right.
So their whole digs and their hideouts was on not even on solid ground. like
those iterations, like those versions of the character, those were great because the rogues, they really did the rogues right with all the great colors, and they made the characters look like they did in the comics. And this is obviously he's wearing like a spandex suit.
Yeah.
And they learned later that it, with Tim Burton, he was like, let's do a bodysuit with like the muscles and stuff so it looks like the comic book. Because in the comic, they're all muscular and stuff like that. And humans don't look like that. So that's why the MCU and other, successful live action adaptations of comics don't go with the traditional costume, because the traditional costume of most superheroes is a spandex skin tight suit.
Yeah.
So you can see all their body parts and stuff, but human bodies don't look like that. So a spandex suit looks like this on a human, and that doesn't look like a comic book. So that's why they put padding and armor and all this shit in the costumes now. And that's why people, complain. They're like, oh, I want the comic suit, but you really don't. You really don't. They would have done it if they could. And they can do, but I like how they'll do, a version of the comic suit. Like I still like it to look like the comic book, but be adapted for a human body. Yeah. Just a human body. I mean, I still want it to look like the old. Like I want this right here.
Lee version.
I want this. That's you know what I'm saying? That's the Punisher suit, but you see how the boots are and shit. Like they could do it with some tactical pants, with some cargo pants and shit. They don't have to be skin tight leotards.
Yeah, true.
But the shirt can be tight, a muscle shirt with the white gloves and the suit and everything, and the coloring is the most important thing. The coloring is the most important thing. like to look like the OG colors, because that would just be cool. I mean, obviously, this would not work in the shows that they have Punisher in and stuff because they're more based in reality. But you would have to design the show around these costumes too. You couldn't just pop this costume in the real world.
At least give him the shirt, and you know everything else can be dingy.
Well, that's how it is. That's how he is.
Yeah,
that's how they do. He has the shirt with the skull, but everything else is just like regular, gear. But that's so he blends in with the more normal world. But if you want to make it look like a comic book, you have to make like Fantastic Four, First Steps, that movie. The whole world looked like a comic book.
Yeah.
So everyone, the characters and the superheroes and shit didn't seem out of place because the whole world looks like that. That's how you can have comic accurate costumes. The whole world has to look like
Would
that.
you say them taking that Fantastic Four, their inspiration was the Batman animated series, because their technology was advanced, but their whole look and feel was like retro.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's exactly. And that's very possible too that they did catch that inspiration, bro, because
that and the Jetsons,
exactly what they did, and the Jetsons and shit. Let's see. Urban decay and gothic shadows. By the late 80s, optimism had vanished. Headlines were filled with crime statistics. Cities were seen as dangerous, and American cinema embraced darker anti-heroes. Yeah, I mean, the 80s with crack, just the way urban cities became
battlefield, war zone.
Yeah, right, and seen as dangerous places. So you needed a guy that was serious to be the vigilante there, and he needed to be, look serious too. So they put him in all black, you know what I'm saying, made him look more imposing, and made Gotham look darker, and everything was just darker and more edgy. And what they say here, Tim Burton's Batman 89, Batman Returns 92 reinvented the Cape Crusader for this mood. Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne was awkward, introverted, and hidden behind black armor. Gotham was redesigned as a gothic nightmare, a city teetering on grotesque corruption. Burton's vision captured an era defined by mistrust and institutions and anxiety about urban decay. Batman was no longer camp. He was mythic again, reflecting the 20th century fears. So that must be because I'm Gen X. I was born in 79. I grew up in the 80s. So as a little kid experiencing shit, I was basically a product of the 80s more than I say I was. I really grew up in the 90s, but I was a product of the 80s. And so that's why this shit resonated with me more than the campier version, I think.
I was born in 75, so I got stuff the 70s, the latter 70s, and the different shows back then, the Star Trek and William T. Kirk, and you know what I'm saying? And then you had Dance Fever, Danny Ontario,
Ontario,
Watch the Gong Show, Wolfman Jack, and all that cool stuff back then. I seen reruns and the Pop Lockers on the show doing their thing. You know what I mean? And I absorbed it all up. But then the 80s came and the whole it really got real ill when Star Wars came out. When Star Wars came out, that's when things advanced.
Well, that was 78.
Yes,
78. Yeah,
78. So when Star Wars came out, bro, that was the like the new Hollywood. Yeah. Because now they see there's possibilities, more fantasy, more realistic, more grounded fantasy in a sense.
And I think Batman 89 was the next big Hollywood game changer. Yes. Because it created the Hollywood summer blockbuster.
Yes, indeed. There you go.
You know what I mean?
That was the catalyst for summer blockbusters.
Yep.
What was the Batman? I mean, true blockbusters where
you're
making millions, 100 millions
Yeah.
Per movie, damn near.
Right.
You know, I
Right.
mean, you had Raiders of the Lost Ark, Star Wars, and stuff like
Right.
that. They did impressive numbers, but when Batman came out, this
That shit
one,
was merch. Bananas went. Merch
yes,
was everywhere, bro. They called it Batmania, bro. It
yeah,
was.
man. I had at least 5 or 10 Batman shirts, and
Oh yeah,
you bought them from the bootleg guys. You bought them from wherever you
everywhere.
everywhere they was going.
Everywhere had Batman shirts. Every fucking thing had Batman on it, bro.
Everybody in school was like, "Yo, I got this Batman shirt. Did you get this one?
Yeah.
Where you get
The
that?"
hat.
Yeah, man. It was wild, man. It was wild.
Yeah, bro. People don't know.
And
If you wasn't there, you don't know.
Full circle, fortunately, now I'm the one that's designing the Batman shirts.
Yeah.
For Warner Brothers.
Oh, word, yeah.
Yo, that's amazing to me because I'm like, full circle for me. I'm like, yo, I'm actually getting to have influence upon like in apparel with Batman on some real. You'll see the shirts coming out through Reason Brand. Yo,
okay.
You'll see yo. You're gonna be like, oh, I'll be like, yeah, that's my design on there.
Dope.
Man, yeah.
We need.
Because I told the guys at Reason, I was like, yo, you know, I gotta have Batman, right? Because every artist on the team get the pick and choose what they want. And I'm like, look, first off, I get Batman.
Yeah, bro.
He knows more about Batman than me. I live Batman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got pictures of me and my brother. We in Batman underoos.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is I gotta have full control over the Batman.
Hell yeah. That's definitely gotta be my fucking station.
Yeah, man. And
yeah, bro.
It's turning out great, man. I'm happy, you know, with it.
I want to do them goddamn animated series title cards, man. That's an amazing idea. I would love to see them shirts, bro. Because I like shit like that. Like when a motherfucker see the shirt and they gotta look at it for a few minutes and be like, why do I know what that is?
Exactly.
And it's dope. But yeah, this shit it said the Joker's chaotic takeover of Gotham Batman mirrored contemporary fears of urban violence and social instability. And then the same time, Batman the Animated Series in 92 gave audiences Kevin Conroy's definitive voice as the Dark Knight. His Batman balanced brooding gravitas with flashes of compassion, carrying forward the gothic atmosphere of Burton's films while reaching a generation through television. Together, Keaton and Conroy cemented Batman as the pop culture symbol of shadow and moral ambiguity for the 90s. And then this shit happened. Excess in neon.
Come on. We can't. Man, we can't give Val Kilmer. No, he was a decent.
I'm not mad at Val Kilmer, and I'm not even mad. This is a hot take. I think George Clooney has one of the best Batman voices in the game. But that's just it's not really their fault. It's the director's fault.
Yeah.
Schumacher. And let's see what it says. It came in the 90s when Hollywood was ruled by fast food tie-ins, action figures, and toyetic blockbusters. Joel Schumacher's Batman and Robin, Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, painted Gotham in neon with bat suits, gadgets, and villains designed for maximum visual impact. Val Kilmer and George Clooney were less brooding vigilantes and more mascots of spectacle. These films mirrored the consumer-driven culture of the time, glossy, exaggerated, and obsessed with surface. Criticized back then, they now feel like pure time capsules of a decade that valued excess above all. Clooney's turn in Batman and Robin '97 is often remembered for the infamous bat nipples. Nipples on the bat suit. This was a better design here. They should have used this one without the nipples.
I think they did that again.
You can see the nipples on Robin there.
They did that. That was against Mr. Freeze, I believe, right?
Okay.
Yeah, because that was the fight against the cold and with so they had those type of suits, I believe.
Wow. Okay.
Because he was freezing people, and you was wondering why he ain't just freeze these jokers. Nah, they had protective suits.
Right. Yeah, That's dope. Fucking this was so now a big fan of the Batman TV show. I can see really appreciating these movies because
Mhm.
these are more over the top camp
Yeah,
like the
like
show was. I think Tommy Lee Jones and Arnold Schwarzenegger and like the way that they were just over the top and stuff, and it was very. It reminds me of like
although
Burgess Meredith and them
yeah, but although I think yeah, there were
a little
more
bit.
extremes versions of those guys
Yeah.
because even Egghead and
Mm,
Mr. Freeze, because I think Vincent Price played both characters.
mm.
Played Mr. Freeze one time, and then there was another guy. I forget the other actor who played Mr. Freeze on the show. There was two because I was
Uh-huh.
always confused as a kid. Like, why is
Uh,
Egghead Mr. Freeze?
right.
Like, I'm like, well, what's
Right.
going on here? Like,
Yeah.
but but back then, Vincent Price, he was the cool dude, man.
Yeah, bro.
That dude was he's one of my favorites, and
Yep.
I
Hell
like,
yeah.
I liked all his mystery and horror flicks and stuff back then, and
Yeah. Yeah. And he used to like host fucking horror specials on TV and shit. He
I
was dope.
like he was in um what was it, The Lady Behind the Wall, was it called?
Something, yeah.
It was an Edgar Allan Poe story where he put his
Oh yeah.
wall.
The Cask of Amontillado, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he also did The Raven.
The Raven, yeah.
Yeah, so those it was just smooth. And if you go back to the animated series, that's how smooth it was. It was smooth as Vincent Price. Like those dudes. It was just that noir, that chilling, spooky grit with
Yes.
technology. And not for nothing, Schumacher, he had more sensational
Right.
version, more sensational. Like,
Right.
I think the thing in Hollywood is where like every actor has their thing that they do. They have their
Right.
thing.
That they specialize in, that they're known for.
Yeah, they're known for whether it's a look, a gesture, or just a habit or what have you. Arnold's thing is he
I'll be
does
back.
yeah, he does those puns or those one-liners. He's the one-liner king as
Yeah,
far
right,
as
right.
I'll be back or I did
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
stuff
right.
like that, like
Stick around.
stick around and stuff
Let
like
off some steam, Bennett.
yeah, there you go. He does stuff like that. So he's been known for that. And I think they capitalized off that in the Batman movies with him. And Tommy Lee is just crazy. He's a great actor, period. And I think he let loose. He had fun. I think those guys had real fun on the set.
Oh, they definitely did.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they definitely had a blast.
Like they say, a lot of actors say, "Oh, we get to play, not
Right.
just act. We get to play." So,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
and that's when they say get to play, they mean like they were on stage,
Play. Like a play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how it goes down. So, I mean, with Batman, you could do anything. You go dark, you could go light, you can go
Happy. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can go comedy. Yeah, why not? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Back in the 70s, 60s, Adam West was the wild dude. He was a wild dude in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he was a fool in Family Guy, bro. Like I could tell he was on some shit.
Yo,
Had
you
to
think
be
Hugh
so pretty
Hefner
cool.
was the dude in the 60s? No, Adam West was that man.
Oh yeah, right.
Yo,
He was the ladies'
about
man.
Adam West, man.
He was the
That
Hollywood
dude-
player, fool.
Whoa, I'm like, damn. Batman is getting it in for real. Jeez. Yeah. So I mean, but those were the times, the 60s, they got busy like that. But even back then, if we look at all the superheroes from the 60s and the 50s and 70s, they were free. It was more freedom wise. They had the freedom to not be hinged or clamped down by social norms or society. They got to reference it, but do what they wanted to do with it, with those stories. So,
Right.
I don't really fault the directors to wanting to do their thing. They're artists. Let them do it,
Yeah.
man. We complain because it's not our vision on how we grew up watching it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. I
Our
mean, as long as-
interpretation, because that's all it really is. It's only our interpretations.
yeah. I just don't want it to be at the expense of
Yeah,
something I love. Yeah, I just chromed out the gun
nice,
and then
nice.
chromed out the coin too.
Yeah,
See if I can get it to focus here.
yeah.
Focus.
I would love to see if what you call it what was that trilogy The Dark Knight Rises with
Christian Bale.
He, I would love to see them if they would have did that a little bit better as far as the Two Face, like,
Yeah, I hated that Two-Face, bro. I hated it
yeah, because
because
I
I
would
wanted
think,
him.
yeah,
Like I feel like his shit is toxic chemicals, not burnt off. It's
yeah,
not peeled. This shit is green.
exactly, and I would have been like, okay, where's his hair? I'm like, he had expression on one side that was
Right.
locked in, like it was just like, I don't know, wouldn't his skin burn forever like that out in the open?
Yeah, right, exactly. Nerve endings exposed. They just made him like half skull, and
Yeah.
that ain't it. Like, look, I mean, that's not a skull. That shit is green and shit, toxic chemicals and shit.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
burned.
Twisted and disfigured and
Yeah.
not burnt off.
But there's skin there. You can see an expression, like you said. So I
Yeah.
can see expressions.
That's the only thing I thought about it. But nonetheless, that was I think one of the greatest Batman movies, The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's very entertaining. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, Dark Knight's good. It's not my favorite, but it's good.
Yeah.
I like I like and Heath Ledger does a Joker that's very, very different than my favorite Jack Nicholson Joker.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I still appreciate it just as much. I really like what Heath Ledger did with it.
Yeah.
He made a real, a real crazy motherfucker. Whereas Jack Nicholson was very calculated, and yeah, he was crazy, but he still had a suave calmness to him if he wanted to.
Mm-hmm. But everybody that played Joker was a great Joker, and not everybody that played Batman was a great Batman in their own regard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like,
absolutely.
Yeah, man. So they're well represented. He's well represented, Batman. Batman is just dope.
Yo.
So that's from the 2-pack?
Motherfucker, yeah. Dog. Oh, this is the one that I've been waiting for my whole life.
They're gonna do another one though. I'm sorry to say. They're always gonna do another Wolverine.
Look at this, dog.
As long as Marvel Legends exists, there will be a Wolverine at least 3 times a year made.
So every Wolverine so far. Let me blow the thing up here.
Yeah.
Every Wolverine so far has this body, pretty much.
Yeah.
With some slight variations. This is the new one compared to it. Wow, what a difference.
Hold on. The new one is you just put up. The new one is from the video game.
Yes.
I kind of like the other one you got there.
Yeah, I mean they're both great. This is one of my favorite. This one I kind of kit bashed. I put a different head with it because I like this head better than the one that came with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like this one because it has the nice big heads. This is like the only best head that they have. Like this is the best Wolverine head Marvel Legends had before this one. Now, I like this one because it's super exaggerated.
Yeah.
The fins are super big. His claws are massive compared to these little pins.
I want to see what they do with the anime if they do an anime Wolverine.
The sizes, yeah, I would love to see that too. But the size is huge. He's a lot bigger. I mean, he's totally squatting. This is him standing and squatting, and they're both the same height pretty much. So if I stand him up straight,
he's gonna be taller.
Oh yeah, it's way bigger.
Oh, see, that's where they mess up.
And a lot of people are complaining that this new one doesn't fit with the scale of the other Marvel Legends.
Exactly.
And to that I say, I don't give a shit, bro. This fucking thing. Look at the boots. Even the boot fins are huge. See, that's what I really been missing. Some real massive
are crazy.
Yeah, dog. And I love these fins, man. These giant fins are nuts. I love that.
You know, he's tall, but if you know when you pose him, he's always in a crouching mode anyway in a video game. So
see and if I stand him up crouched up next to the other Marvel Legends, he looks fine. And honestly, in some of the comics, Wolverine's very big and wide and huge compared to the other characters. He's shorter because he's always crouched down, but he's always really wide. And so I think he's gonna look fine next to the other X-Men. I really do. Well, here's him next to Cyclops. Let's see.
Yeah,
that's fine with me. That's dope as fuck. That's comic book accurate, if you ask me. That's crazy. That's comic accuracy to me. I love it.
That Cyclops look wild, wicked.
Hell yeah! I put this the new I-beam with it.
Nice.
And he rocks with Jean here.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Now you need his beast with the brown and orange.
Yeah, I really need a beast.
Or blue and red, either one. He had an orange suit, and then he also had the blue and red suit as X Factor. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Now he also, so this is, as you said, a 2-pack. But it comes with
Silver Samurai
from the video. Yeah, Silver Samurai. And from the video game, they have like these slash marks, like you remember in the game.
Berserker Barrage. Berserker Barrage. Yeah.
Right. And then so you can pose him with these, on his claws, like he's slashing. And that's gonna be really cool. I'll set that up in a bit. This is some weird shit though. They have some weird things. This one has all these little pegs and then like a circular cylinder with 2 little pegs on it, and this one only has just 1 cylinder with no pegs on it and no other pegs. So they're gonna have to clamp together some kind of way.
Yeah.
So we'll figure that out off camera. But they come with a stand. So this little stand, you put these on the stand actually in front of him. Because in the game, it's like you do the slash and this appears like in front of your character.
Yeah.
So this is where you can use the stand to pose these up in front of him. And then Samurai comes with a stand because in the game she throws a giant shuriken.
Yep.
And there it is. And so you put that on the stand in front of him. And it also comes with this. This thing is really cool.
The energy thing that goes on his sword.
And then let me see if there's a thing.
Yeah, if I had crazy money, I would be buying that about like 20 of those packs just for the shrinkins.
The shuriken? Hell yeah.
So I can have a whole bunch of them joints, just throw them at people. Word. Be like, yo, what up? They be like, yo,
Ah! And
ah.
then yeah, he does have a sword. It's like kind of clear blue. You can't really see, but it's kind of translucent.
Mm,
And then yeah, I guess this goes somewhere on his sword at somehow.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
the energy.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you would, it's probably like a way to do it, a perfect way. I'll figure it out. A way to thread it through
yeah,
some shit. And Samurai, I'm a little disappointed that they reused the arms and legs from the other Samurai, the old Samurai that I have, because they are pin joints. So
Yeah.
I'm really kind of annoyed by that, basically, because you know everything else about him is new except the arms and legs, and pin joints I think date a figure very much. I don't even want figures with pin joints anymore. But I really love the head sculpt and the armor. It looks amazing.
Mm-hmm. Exaggerated. Yeah.
Exaggerated. Very, very cool. And I'll show you the original one. Now this one's wicked cool because I've chromed it out.
Yeah. Now, will the other get the chromium treatment, sir?
Oh, you already know. So eventually I'll chrome this one out like this one.
Mm,
But you see they have the same exact arms.
yeah.
But yeah, that's the only part that I don't like. The rest of them is pretty much all new. And you can see it's all exaggerated, like the skirt's bigger.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the armor on his back like this one does. The old one has
Yeah.
like an armor plate. See, it's like an armor piece on his back and chest.
Yeah.
This guy does not have that because he's a video game version. So much like this doesn't have the what you call it,
The two sword
armor and stuff. It just has the plain, just solid gray. The Captain America that's coming, he's identical to a Cap they've already made, but you know how Cap has like those scales, the scale armor suit. Well, the video game version does not have scales. It's just solid flat. It's just like this, because I guess that's what makes it video game version.
Okay.
But oh yeah, just to examine real quick the head sculpts. I mean, vast improvement on the new one.
More of an expression, yeah.
Yeah, just much better. This is very. But I tell you, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again: Marvel Legends has the best head sculpts in the game of all the lines.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely,
including classifieds.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Well. Let me backpedal a little bit. Classified has a better realistic face sculpt.
Okay.
Marvel Legends has a better comic book accurate face sculpt and just like cool shit like crazy wild expressions and stuff like this. Like, and I mean, and I'm talking about new Marvel Legends. Don't go back. But the newer stuff they're doing now, Marvel Legends now have the best face sculpts anywhere. And I mean, even compared to their originals, their older stuff, like I just showed you there, and like this face, much more expressive and more detailed than the old one.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I can tell. Yeah.
They put so much more into them now. So they really stepped up their game in so many like different categories. So I'm very happy with what they're looking like right now. EGC, what up? What up?
Yo.
God damn it, I love this fucking Wolverine, bro. I can't wait to. Oh man. Oh, what? This is interesting. He does not have a double jointed elbow. It's a single joint elbow, which is very uncharacteristic of Marvel Legends right now. Of any figure right now, new lines, but yeah, I mean it's just almost like how a mega figure or a large size figure would have. I guess EGC came and went. Not sure what happened. He couldn't get his camera
audio.
going.
Probably
Yeah,
they'll get it together.
Yeah, he'll pop back in. God damn, I am in love. This is one of those figures that makes it worth it, bro. Like this is like why I collect. This is why I collect figures like this. That it's just like when a Marvel when a classified comes out that just really feels nostalgic. It just really kills me, man. I love it. Monkey Wrench. I fucking check him out, bro. I chromed him out.
Oh shit.
Chromed him all the way out. Cause they gave him green grenades for some reason. Because we know his grenades are always chrome or silver.
Yeah. Nice.
Let's see if it'll focus.
Hold on.
Just like it does it when it wants to.
There you go. Yeah, it looks tough, yo. Yo, he look tough though.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Dope. Even the was that a Wildy? He got there 45 a Wildy?
I don't know.
Or
Like a fucking peacemaker.
That's a 44 Magnum.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a 44. And then look who finally came.
Peace.
Peace. Yes, he finally arrived, y'all. Dial tone in the building.
Oh, snap.
And he looks great. I mean, really, really, really well made. I love the pen. Have not chromed him yet.
Oh, damn. So they really going in on the extras on the metal pieces. Yo.
Bruh.
Yo.
There's hella gear or hella like circuitry in there.
Yo, that looks crazy.
The knobs on the side turn around and shit. And he's got the little headpiece thing that goes up and down.
Yeah, the microphone.
The mic, yeah.
Wow, that's dope.
And he's got an earpiece in that's super tiny.
Yeah.
Now these definitely classified as definitely the best figures on the market for sure. All around, hands down. I'm even putting them against Mafex because the amount of accessories and detail that they're putting into these now is just beyond anything anyone else is doing. You're not getting all this for the money. I mean, for the money too, because Mafex is going to run you $80 to $100, and you're not getting a quarter of the amount of accessories. And in my opinion, you're not getting the amount of detail either. Mafex have much superior quality construction, but as far as design, not really a fan of like their Wolverines and like stuff like that. Like they look great. I like them and everything. Don't get me wrong, but I feel they lack a lot of detail and like just features. They just seem really plain in a lot of ways that Marvel Legends is outdoing everyone on right now. But this, guys, oh boy, this is very, very cool. I mean, it's much cooler than I thought it was going to be.
Dope.
Man, I'm just sad that they put the same legs on this guy, but it's cool. That head sculpt is definite improvement, so I'm not mad. I like the big exaggeratedness of everything. And I don't know if I'm going to chrome it out, actually. Because it's the MVC, it might not look good chrome.
Okay.
Because it's supposed to look like a video game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But fuck, that Wolverine is it.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
EGC, what's good, man?
Chilling, fam. How y'all doing?
Happy Batman Day, bro.
Happy Batman Day 2025. It was a good day with two sons. They had a good time. I had a good time. I had to come on real quick to give a
Oh,
shout
yeah.
That's what's
Sixth
up.
Element.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm glad you got the link.
I be getting them. I just be at work and
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to be coming on interrupting the show, so I just come on to the chat. So
That's what I think people don't get. Like, I send the link out, meaning you're welcome to hop in anytime.
Yeah.
Like, if you get that link, you can come in anytime that we're live. From the very first minute we start to the minute we leave, you can pop in at any time. It's not seen as an interruption. It's more like you're joining, and the more the merrier. And we love, having people hop on. So I encourage anyone who gets the email to hop on anytime that you feel like it.
definitely,
Anytime
I'll
you
keep
feel
that
like
in
you got
mind. I
something
just
to
be
add.
coming in late.
Yeah, nah, man. Anytime, man. It don't, and you, because that's the thing. I know a lot of people are not going to be there when the show starts, because that's something you have to plan and prepare for. But I expect people to come in mid-show.
Appreciate you.
Word.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Same.
Yeah, man.
Raw Talk, you had me cracking up on that other channel you was on, man.
On whose channel? I keep forgetting. On it had to be on Kaz's channel.
Yeah, it was Kaz. Yeah, it was that.
When today?
No. It was a couple of weeks ago, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
We were
because they
talking about we have to throw the toys on the floor, stomp them, smash them. I was like, yo, what's going on?
because Hasbro's wilding, man. I'm
shit.
telling everybody, yo, soon as that ball drops on New Year's Eve, your figure's going up to $29.99.
Damn.
Yeah, man. I be getting the forecast on what they doing, man, and yeah, they're raising prices in many
I mean,
ways.
they just raised them up to $27.99.
Yeah. And that was just to offset the first
That was just,
grouping of tariffs. But now this
Yeah.
next grouping of tariffs will be dropping, so it's like they got to up it some more.
yeah,
Yeah, man. So
fucking chump.
That's what we're in.
yeah,
We're in. Just
But
keep your
then-
eyes open for some good bargains.
but there's other companies that got to up their stuff too. So it's going around everywhere, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah, man.
Smash the toys in the aisle. All right. That's what we're doing.
Uh-huh.
yes, sir.
Dope
Shit.
collection, Reno.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you, sir. Thank you.
Definitely, man.
Dope
Yeah.
collection.
I live vicariously through your collection because I'm sticking to the O's, man.
Yeah,
Life, man.
I'm the same way. I'm vicarious through you too, because I know I ain't gonna never get into the O's unless I get rich.
Mm.
I mean, you know what I will do though is I will buy the O-rings of the classifieds that I have.
Mm.
Like I figure, I'll get an O-ring dial tone figure.
Okay.
and pose him next to this figure on the shelf.
Yeah, I gotta look at my collection of extras that I got, and then we can work out a deal or what have you on something.
Yeah. Any O-ring figures that there's a classified figure of, I'm gonna go ahead and get like, and that's one way that I can keep it manageable or keep it real, not really, I guess realistic, but because if it's too daunting to just try to collect everything and the vehicles, you know what I mean, all that. So I'm just going, the vehicles I'm probably gonna not do. It would be cool though to get the vehicles too, but where would I put everything, man?
Yeah, it gets crazy, man. I mean, even though I have a lot of space for the O-ring stuff, it's still the volume of the stuff. Like,
right.
That's with every collector. It's just the volume, man. I mean,
this
it doesn't matter.
This is the Rattler. Look how big it is.
Yeah.
And the fucking dragonflies up here. Look, this shit is this long.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild work right there.
The dragonflies.
And watch when that snowcat come, man.
That shit's even bigger.
Yeah.
And I don't know where I'm gonna put that right now.
Yeah, that's gonna look.
No idea. I mean, I'm gonna make room. I got this whole other side of the room that I'm really just using for boxes at this point.
You don't rotate your collection. You don't like put some away then throw some up.
Nah, there's no. Everything I got is on the shelf.
Yeah, because I mean, if you can't.
Well, my Black Series, my Superman, my Star Wars Black Series stuff is in a box. That's not displayed because I don't have a shelf for it right now. But I don't like cycle shit like put this up, put that up, because I won't ever feel like, I don't know, I won't ever feel like doing it. I won't ever feel it's right to do it. I'll always feel like, damn, I want to leave that up because then if I take this down, I'm gonna miss that, and then I don't know. I'd rather just have everything displayed, I guess. But eventually, I may get to a point where I can't. In that case, but honestly, if I get to a point where I can't display everything and I have to start storing stuff, I will sell enough things to display the new stuff. Like, there's a lot of shit on the shelf, a lot of these shelves that I would happily sell and make room for new stuff. So that's what I think I would do, is cycle it that way, is just sell it and buy new stuff. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just start hoarding.
True. Yeah, I'm about to skate out in a minute. My son just came down. He want to watch some Batman.
Yeah, I'm wrapping it up now. But yeah, man, happy Batman Day, everybody, man. Or glad y'all came through. We'll see you guys Wednesday.
EGC, I'll check you around, bro.
Yeah,
it's
man.
gonna be real crazy. Come soon.
Yeah.
I announced some cool stuff. I mean, me and my bros is gonna do a show.
Nice.
Yeah. Because they was like, yo, we want to say some things and do what we do, and I'm like, okay, we gotta attack it from a certain angle,
All right.
See how that turned out. We're gonna see how.
Definitely keep us posted. I'll definitely check it out.
I'm trying to drop it on the 31st of October, which one of my favorite holidays. Period. Halloween. Yeah, it's
definitely
my favorite holiday, man. So
my favorite.
Yeah. I was gonna drop it on the 1st, but then I was like, no, what better way to do it on Halloween?
All right, that would be dope. Cosplay day. All right.
Yeah, man. I invite everybody to come through. It's gonna be crazy.
All right.
I got the day off. I'll definitely be through.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all, man. Be safe and have a good weekend.
Yes.
See you guys. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, rewind the video. We had a great show. We'll see you guys. Wednesday, as always, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And like I always tell you guys,
be water, my friend.